Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Dang, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Philly, Chester. Take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. Can't make this up, it's all cosmetic. Truly believe nothing happens unless God let it. Y'all ain't used to nothing, it's cold. Jamaicans bobsledding, and the cool runnings, they throw pussy because I'm eye-catching. For insurance, be progressive while you progressing. Funny, he ain't like school, it died and became a lesson. And his daughter just learned the 1, 2, 3s, ABCs. But niggas out here with choppers and 2, 2, 3. Land under make believe, and money I have. Anybody you wanna make believe, give you the same feeling as little kids on Christmas Eve. I'm too gifted, I should take my spot right under the tree. Degrees to the shit, that's why they sit in pity under me. Then wonder why they still stink. Don't tell me how to think. You seen Frank Lucas with the mink, try and be something that they not. ZZ at the bank, thinking that they really fucking with you was your first mistake. Relationships like tug of war, shit give and take. Could take her on no date, I'm getting money, had to make them wait. Milk conversation, stir it up, then want a handshake. That's the last straw. How can people be so damn fake? Why I came to give you something authentic, non-fiction. It's crazy how they bodies grew, but they minds didn't. Now no same niggas locked up with they mind prison. Defense conviction rate better than Steph free throw percentage. Every beat like the electric chair, murder you could witness. They got me feeling like Ali versus Sonny Liston. Then they get in jail and start bitching and wanna turn Christian. Deciding that they was important was your worst decision. That's bad news, the mechanic blaming the transmission. Funny how everybody break when you in transition. They want ball with you long as you assisting everybody on your team. Just don't become the Pistons. If you do, make sure that you the first pick. She tell me that she worth it, I really think she worthless. They claim a mistake, whole time it's on purpose. You thinking that you fucking with me, must be liquid courage, you heard? You take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Take my confidence as being cocky, I don't give a fuck. The glass never half empty, you just fill it up. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze a trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. Smoking strawberry with something chocolate in a vanilla truck. Blaze the trail, trade on you like dang, just to make a buck. It's Dame, niggas. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive.
I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Kid from bad cities with good hearts. We had bad starts, now we gotta push the start. It's sunny outside, but the ceiling just come apart. Can't be a teacher if you scared to leave your mark. I'm A+, hope my daughter keeping her grades up. It's hard to reach out, especially when you way up. The clothes can be loud, but that really don't say much. Roll around a Fanta, I'm smoking a beige blunt. I want black people to come together, I can't front. Like hot sauce, crossovers on N1. They want me to hate myself, not say that I'm handsome. For this money, they holding our integrity ransom. When you gift it, just know they want Christmas canceled. So I stay with the Tommy, cause on this mic I'm Bruce Lee when it come to karate. You gotta listen, somebody taught Mr. Miyagi. That's the shit you gotta learn, that's why kids sit on the potty. Guess it's my job to tell them, then I'm young, black and elegant. Did I mention intelligent? With the heart the size of an elephant, with rhymes that cut the mustard, that give you something you could relish in. I'm hot, dog, what that mean if I can't eat? I'm on a beach, feet burning from the sand heat. A lot of people got voices that can't speak. Record labels put out diss songs so we can beef. Y'all better wake up, they one of females thinking they beauty come from makeup. She don't want to get left behind, so she went and got a fake butt. She worried about her lace front. I'm trying to get a lakefront. Swear I'm the hottest, like the 7th and 8th month. Never been a crash dummy, no lie, I can't stunt. These rappers dull, they can't make the cut. You ever felt like good enough wasn't good enough? Your mom made you mad and you couldn't cuss? I know the feeling, that's why I ain't chillin' till my children got $1 million. And the whip Sicilian, but the passenger Brazilian. Wayne taught me one thing in this game, is no ceilings. My bars like Alex Fleming discovering penicillin. But somehow I'm still sick, suck at blackjack. 21 and up, I still hit. Thanks for rocking with me, cause we sip real, Chris. Had the same impact as a slap from Will Smith.
I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. I think I saw the same thing when you told me about love, and now it's gone. Now it's gone.
Right again. Right again. I'll ride again. I'll ride again. And I'll ride again. And I'll ride again. Y'all hard-headed, boy. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all some hard-headed. Y'all must be Tauruses. The whole boxing game is Aries and Tauruses. Y'all must be, because y'all some hard-headed nympho. You hear what I'm saying? Y'all some hard-headed vatos, some hard-headed Negroes. You understand? If you understand, type understand. Oh, man. Who in the building? My guy D1 says, Dean, I hate that we was right about Boo struggling to get fights at 154. Yeah, you're right. We was right about it. Right again. Oh, man. All things is in the building. What's the deal? All things. Miss Joette is in the building. How you doing? Wonderful. How was everything? Jay Poncho is in the building. Put it on the flow. You hear what I'm talking about, man? Vergilortiz don't want to do that, Jay Poncho. Anthony Shell's in the building. What's the deal? George is in the building. Make sure y'all not being no Earthman and y'all hitting that like button and y'all hit that super chat. Somebody start me off proper. Hit that cash app, hit that super chat. Because I'm probably the rightest content creator in boxing. I'm just saying. If you want to know the real, if you want to know, you know where to go. Kwee is in the building. How you doing, Kwee? What's the deal? Timmy is in the building. Dean, what it do, family? I'm chilling. Y'all already know. George letting y'all know Vegas is in the building. Y'all already know. George said that song is fire. I appreciate you. You hear what I'm talking about? Y'all know Dean got them bars. Oh, yeah, we going to get it, Timothy. We going to get it popping. Timothy, I want to sell it directly to consumer. When I put it out, I'm going to sell it directly to you, and you could download it on your email, and it's right there. It's right there. Even so, if your Spotify don't work, Dean still ain't the headphones. You hear me? We selling direct to consumer. I'm not trying to be Kendrick Lamar. Nah, I need my cash. You ain't going every 1,000 views I get 3 cent Dean. I ain't gonna be 3 cent Dean. Nah, I'm not gonna be 3 cent Dean. Nah, these bars, you gonna have to pay for this. We starting off from the rip. See, that's rappers' problem. They don't start off being bougie from the rip. No, you gotta know you, man. I'm not doing no. Hey, official Goblin is in the building. What's the deal, fam? on the money line is in the building. What's the deal? We gonna have a great show today. Yo, I'm just letting y'all know. 2 Cent Boxing is in the building. You know, integrity, drinking for my celebration. Yeah. You know. Let Dean finish getting set up real quick. Y'all stay there and be very patient with me. I'll be an Earthman at the beginning of the shows. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know Dean an Earthman when we first start the show. Well, y'all know how this go. We not about to act different today. You know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate y'all though. For rocking with your boy. It's crazy. It's funny how everybody want to come around to what Dean been telling y'all. Ain't that crazy? How everybody want to come around to what Dean been telling y'all. But hey, I'm glad that people actually seeing the light now. You know how this about to go. Make sure y'all show your boy some love. Y'all know I got these babies. Show your boy some love, man. Get it together, Dean. Get it together, Dean. I'm trying my best. I'm going to get it together. I'm missing a lot of likes, though. I need everybody else to get it together, Quee. I'm missing a lot of likes right now. It's a lot of Virgil Ortiz fans in the building right now. A lot of Boots haters is in the building right now. I get it. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Somebody just hit that cash app. See, somebody put it on the flow. They put it on the flow from the door. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate y'all. You hear me? You hear me? My guy on the money line with the pound for right again. Hold on, let Dean get it together. I'm being an Earth man. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta work with your boy, I done had some of that bad Arabian meat. Hey, I done had some of that bad Arabian meat. Quee in the building. She started it off proper with the Dom. That's what I'm talking about, Quee. There we go. Support, brother. You know how folks are. Let's get shit started. 100%. 100%, Quee. I couldn't agree more. Oh, where do I start? Where do I begin, y'all? What I will say is, right again. I was right again, I was right again, boy. I was right every step of this way, wasn't I? Boy, Dave, I was two-stepping when it came to this, Ain't it funny? Y'all boy, Virgil Ortiz and his whole family, his daddy, his manager, the network, Oscar, they all beefing. Don't nobody know what's going on. Oscar saying one thing, the manager beefing with Oscar and goddamn the zone beefing with Oscar and the manager, Virgil acting like he don't know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all heard what Oscar said? Huh? Anthony Shell said, Boots might need to fake a knockdown in this next fight just to get these cowards in the ring. It is nasty work. Texas down bad. I'm sorry, Quee. Texas, they don't want none of that Philly boy. They don't want no smoke. And that's a shame. But you want to fight Earl Spence. When did Earl Spence say he was coming back exactly, Virgil Ortiz? Huh? Did any of y'all see it? Earl Spence post on his Instagram? Did anybody see Earl Spence announce he was coming back to boxing? Where y'all been at? Virgil could go out here and fight Earl Spence. He can fight Sebastian Fundora. Virgil can go out here and fight Earl Spence at AT&T Stadium. He can go out here and fight Sebastian Fundora. Virgil Ortiz, he can go out here and fight the trash man. He don't have to fight Boots. Us those y'all wearing top boots. That's a little inside joke. Anybody from back home? Us those y'all one time bullets. He can fight Fundara. Dame gonna break this all the way down tonight. I hope that y'all gonna be highly entertained. You sit back, you put your seatbelt on, make sure you put your blinkers on, make sure you treat the night like you're taking your girl to go have a baby. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna go real slow about this. We putting our blinkers on. We putting our seatbelts on. We driving 25 miles per hour tonight. Do you understand me? Oh my God, it is a great day. Hey, Brian Norman, it's sunny skies in Philadelphia. Hey, Brian Norman Sr., it's sunny blue skies in Philadelphia, my guy. I just want you to know that it is sunny blue skies in Philadelphia, you know. The question is, who Boots gonna fight next? Oh, Boots so good, Quaddy, he might have to get in there and fight himself. You ever play Mortal Kombat with your cousin and y'all both pick Sub-Zero? Hey, Quaddy, you ever play Mortal Kombat with your cousin and then y'all both pick Sub-Zero? Boots gotta get in there and fight himself. Jerron Boots is so great that he'll be the first fighter ever to have to get in there and fight himself, Quaddy. That's what he gonna have to do. Jerron versus Ennis. Hey, Lee Jackson in the building. Hey, Lee, you gonna have to get Jerron versus Ennis in there. That's gonna have to be his next fight. And then we're going to have to make a trilogy of that. Yeah, he's going to have to get Jerron versus Ennis and make it a trilogy. Oh, man. This is crazy. Queequee says Sub-Zero the only person I play with when I'm on Mortal Kombat X, though. This is nasty work, people. I want you to put your seatbelt on. I want you to put those flashers on because we're going to take a nice little ride today. Y'all already know. My guy George in the building showing love already with the deuce. Come on, just follow suit. Don't be an earth man. I know it hurt. Dean been right for about a year now. Right again. I was right again. I will right again. And again and again and again. Boy, this is nasty work. Boy, Boots will have to start sparring to sell pay-per-views. That's the only way. You gonna get them in there. Boots' biggest fight, y'all. Y'all want to know what Boots' best fight been? Him sparring Canelo. That's the only way you gonna get Boots in there with a champion is when he spar. JB Smooth in the building with the pound. My guy says salute. Dean. Virgil is Daffy Duck. Boy, I wish that Boots would have gotten away from Eddie. It's gonna be hard to get these fights. JB Smooth, you wanna know why? You wanna know why it's hard to get these fights? You want who down on PS5? Queequee, I'm gonna send you my tag. You can get this work. You can get this work. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Queequee, you can get this work for sure. I'll send you my tag. Man, I appreciate y'all showing love, man. All I know is the only way this really ain't on her. We gonna get to all that. Damn, I ain't even get started. We are only 18 minutes in, y'all. I'm about to break this all the way down. I'm here to have a good time. You know, normally I say we ain't here for a long time. We here for a good time. Well, tonight we here for a long time and a good time because I'm breaking this all the way down because y'all tried to destroy my man's career. Yes, y'all did. Yes, they did. Y'all tried to destroy my man's career all for Bud Crawford, and then he retired on you a year later. Y'all tried to destroy my man's career all for Bud Crawford, and then he retired a year later. Ain't that something? Huh? Ain't that something? That's crazy, ain't it? Ain't that something? Shout out to Bud Crawford. I ain't even knocking Bud, because Bud ain't tell y'all to do that. Y'all chose to do that. I ain't even mad at Bud. Bud ain't tell y'all to do that. Y'all chose to do that. Y'all and Bernie the boxer. You feel what I'm saying? But it's all good. Remember when I was telling y'all that they had these fake ass offers? Let's start there. Let's break it down. Let's go through this whole chapter. Remember I told y'all that they was giving them fake ass offers and they was talking about Boots going to get he got 48 hours to accept the offer. And I told y'all, I said, what A side would even do that? Like, who else y'all know A side of you giving them an ultimatum to a fight? That's bad faith negotiations right there. To even give somebody of jaronennis caliber a deadline is hilarious in itself. And I was mad at y'all for even letting them get that through customs. You don't give jaronennis a deadline. Y'all know I ain't the biggest Devin Haney fan in the world, but you don't hit Devin Haney up and tell him he got 48 hours or else if you somebody at 147. Rolly Romero don't get to do that to Devin. Lewis Crocker don't get to do that to Devin Haney. Like what we talking about? And y'all know I ain't the biggest Devin Haney fan in the world, but facts are facts and fiction is fiction. We wouldn't even let nobody get that through customs. Could you imagine somebody telling Gervonta Davis they got 48 hours to make a decision on a fight? Could you imagine somebody telling Canelo Alvarez they had 48 hours to make a fight? Could you imagine? Could you imagine somebody telling Manny Pacquiao he got 48 hours to make a fight? That's not Floyd Mayweather. Could you imagine? But because people dislike Jaron Boots in it so much, they fear this young man talent and him overtaking everything that y'all thought was great. That's what it's really about. See, the problem is people want others like Crawford, like a bunch of other people. They want them to stay on this mountain, the Andre Wards. They scare somebody like as soon as you retire, it's another guy right here ready to hold the mantle that may wind up doing greater things than yourself. What paperwork, Poncho? Let me know, Poncho. What paperwork? Jaron Boots in is the first of all for us to even ever have argued that point to be a co-main. So not only is you giving me 48 hours, but you're trying to make me the co-main and fight in Saudi Arabia. We wouldn't let nobody else get away with this, but we let Virgil get away with that. Oh, from Tank. I ain't see that, Poncho. I ain't see that. I did read the paperwork. You talking about the case getting dismissed and all that. They don't serve, homie. I was talking about that the day before yesterday, Poncho. Yeah, I was talking about that the day before yesterday. You already know what I think. You know how this is about to go. How you don't know where somebody lives, man? I went through all that, Poncho. I went through all that. But when we gonna start it right there, man, like from the 48 hours thing. And then I didn't like how everybody sat there and then act like jaronennis didn't offer Vergil a fight for August. Remember, they hand hurt. What's going on, Kendra? How you doing? What's going on, wonderful? Tyler said, yep, they don't want this nigga to shine. And War pissed me off acting like Boots don't want to challenge himself. Well, we all know now, and guess what? Everybody owes jaronennis an apology. Tyler, I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad that you said that, Tyler. Because remember everybody was saying Boots want tune-ups and Boots don't want to do this and he don't want to challenge himself and he don't want to do all that. Well, now we know that Dean was right again, and that was a lie. Because didn't Oscar De La Hoya come out here today, y'all, and just say that Eddie Hearn and them are begging for the fight? Oops, did I say that? My bad, Tyler. Remember y'all was running with that for like how long? Like Boots don't want to challenge himself. He want tune-ups. He Mr. Tune-up, right? Well, we know that, remember, they were saying Boots didn't want to fight. These same people were saying Boots didn't want to fight, but now that is really real when they back against the wall, the truth come out. Didn't jaronennis tell you that everything that's done in the dark will come to the light? Oscar told on himself. People, are you listening to me? Oscar told on himself. He's telling you that Dean was right. He's telling you they was lying on Jaron this whole time. You want to know how? Because he just said that Eddie and them are begging for the fight, and we know that that's true because the zone is on their ass too. So then that means that all of that bullshit about Boots didn't want to fight before, that's just you still don't believe that now, do you? So he now all of a sudden he begging for the fight now, but he ain't won it before. Talk to me. What's going on, Curtis? How you doing? I want y'all to make that make sense. Vergil Ortiz promoter is saying that Boots and them are begging for the fight. Then how can you turn around and say that they don't want to fight you? Oscar is the same guy that said he shouldn't come to Texas because he's not going to want to fight Vergil Ortiz. Well, the lie detector determined that was a lie too. Evans Entertainment is in the building. Listen to me, man. Do y'all see how if I let people talk? Put it in the chat, y'all. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Put it in the chat, y'all. Stop playing with me, man. Put it in the chat. Dre, what up? Y'all know what I'm about to say. I let people talk. They like to talk because you get to see how full of shit they are. If Eddie and Boots is begging for the fight, then don't that mean that Vergil Ortiz and Oscar and all of them was lying about Boots not wanting to fight before? Didn't he just say that if Boots come to Texas, he's not going to want this fight? Didn't he just say that? But I thought right before that, before Vergil Ortiz fought, remember he was in an interview and he was asked about what Eddie Hearn said, and Vergil and Oscar said, yeah, that's the biggest fight to make. We hoping to make that for February, March. Well, we know that Eddie Hearn wasn't lying. Staying with me, people. Didn't Eddie Hearn just come out here and say Boots is scheduled for the end of March? But when Oscar got asked about that, remember when Oscar got asked about that? What date did he say? That's how you know Eddie Hearn wasn't lying then. Stay with me, people. Y'all owe Dame an apology. Y'all owe jaronennis an apology. I tried to tell y'all. When the bald-head bull was interviewing Oscar even before the Vergil Ortiz and Boots fight, and when he fought Lima and when he fought Erickson Lubin, what did Oscar De La Hoya say? They said, Oscar, what do you think about what Eddie Hearn said as far as making a fight for next year for Boots and Vergil Ortiz? In February, March time. He said, yeah, I think that's the biggest fight in boxing to make, and that timeline sounds good around that time. Well, we know Eddie Hearn wasn't lying now because Eddie Hearn says Boots is scheduled for the end of March. So remember when Eddie said that Boots signed his part already? Remember when jaronennis and Eddie Hearn said that they signed their part already? Well, you know that that's true because the zone is that's why the zone is not coming at jaronennis. They only going at Vergil Ortiz and them. Made the church say amen. Cam J is in the building. Made the church say goddamn amen. Y'all can't fuck with Dean. I told y'all can't fuck with Dean. Y'all would never be able to fuck with Dean. I really do this shit. Nigga, you can't, nigga. Now go back and look at people that debate me now. Go back and look at any discussions that we have and how everything gets turned out in the year 2025. Go look at anything Dean has ever talked about to anybody, and then you come back and tell me that I wasn't right again. You know, the rehydration clauses, the weight clauses, all of those narratives has been dropped out, but we're going to stick on Vergil Ortiz and Boots today because this by far was the nastiest one. Cam J says, to my brother from Philly to Cincy, you already know. Finetto, Vergil never wanted to fight Boots, and it's clear as day. They was never confident in beating Boots in the shows, and the duck shows. It's 1,000%, bro. I mean, it's clear as day, fam. I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of shit they are. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you hit that Super Chat. Make sure you hit that Cash App. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to tell you why. Because you could go to any other channel, but you can't name another channel that told you that was more righter than I've been. You can't. That's the truth of the goddamn matter. If we being honest, Remember, I was telling y'all Ryan Garcia ain't fucking crazy. Ryan Garcia ain't been smashing up hotels and doing none of that nut shit since then. That nigga was playing. Remember before the Devin fight, Dean was telling y'all that nigga ain't crazy. He crazy as a fox, ain't he? I told y'all that nigga crazy as a fox, ain't he? He went in there and beat Devin the fuck up. Listen here, man. Y'all gonna learn to listen to Dean. I'm trying to tell y'all, fam. Remember, Dean, who Boots gonna fight? I said, damn, y'all want him to go to 154 so bad. How y'all know that when he get to 154, people ain't gonna duck him? Didn't Dean was yelling at the top of my lungs? Wasn't I telling y'all that as soon as he get to 154, they gonna do the same shit? Hi, Dean, that's me. Shout out to D1, shout out to 2 Cent, because there was a couple others that was riding with me. Everybody else was kind of on the fence, like, I don't know, Dean. If he get to 154, they gonna be ducking him. Nah, everybody else was on the fence. No. I told y'all that too. I said it's going to be just like 147. Yeah, I'm going to pat my back. 100% I'm going to pat my back because everybody else wanted to argue me down with a Dean, you're biased. You're a biased-ass Philly nigga, Dean. You're a biased-ass Philly nigga. That biased-ass Philly nigga was right like a motherfucker. Didn't I tell y'all Brian Norman Sr. are going to high? And didn't I tell y'all he'll get emotional? Didn't I tell y'all he wouldn't be able to lose? Didn't I tell y'all that nigga, you better not lose the Devin, nigga? Watch how it turned out when you lose the Devin, all of this fake-ass support you got. Made the church say amen. Y'all can't fuck with Dean, man. Hit that cash app, hit that super chat. Who giving it to you more entertaining, more funny, more right, more information than Dean? Because I'm always give you a different perspective. I'm always give you, because I'm looking at it for real. I see people for who they are. You can't fool me. I used to be in the streets, fam, and I ain't got no criminal record. So I did a good job at it. I'm sorry. I could see a snake. You won't be able to snake me. I could see you coming from a mile away, homeboy. Amen. I'm just saying, fam. We really let these dudes get this through customs. Y'all really, y'all believe this? This y'all mans? Y'all believe this? Y'all really believe this? Now Jaronennis and Eddie is the one that's begging for the fight. That's what they telling you now. That's what I've been telling you though. Don't come over here now. Oh, now do you want to listen to Oscar? Now Virgil Ortiz manager, what's up, Sin Ironheart? Virgil Ortiz manager, promoter is telling you that Jaron Boots Ennis and Eddie is begging for the fight. I thought they said that he ain't want the fight. If you let people talk long enough, you'll get to see how full of shit that they are. So the same guy that y'all said, y'all swore up and down for damn near a year did not want to fight y'all. Now he begging for it? Now y'all got all of these other choices on the Earl Spence who never said that he is a choice. Y'all just talking for Earl. How y'all speaking for Earl Spence, Oscar? Think about how much of a coward Oscar De La Hoya is right now. He's speaking for Earl Spence. Earl Spence hasn't even spoke for himself. How you just automatically assume that he going to fight you, even if he do come back? Like, how you speaking for Earl Spence? You talk to PBC? See, ain't nobody going to ask Oscar the real questions. Like, we keep hearing y'all bring up Earl Spence, but how realistic is that? Have y'all talked to PBC about Earl Spence? Have y'all talked to PBC about Earl Spence? What have y'all done to try to make that fight? Have y'all contacted the PBC? Have y'all contacted Earl Spence team? I guarantee you the answer is fucking no. I promise you the answer is no. And then now let's break it down even further. Now you talking about Sebastian Fundora. Oh, you want to talk about Sebastian Fundora? You mean the same from Sebastian Fundora that you did not petition for this whole year? You didn't have to fight Erickson fucking Lubin. You were supposed to fight Keith Thurman. Sebastian Fundora took your opponent because you didn't petition. What are you talking about? Now you want to go fight Sebastian Fundora. Well, I hope so, because you've been the interim champ for like 2 years now. I hope so. Now, all again, and now you would rather lose for Sebastian Fundora than lose the Boots. We know that, bro. We know, gang. It's okay. Now you want to talk about Sebastian Fundora, who's injured right now, and you know already has a fight set up when he comes back. But okay, now you want to talk about Sebastian Fundora. See, Virgil Ortiz and Oscar and them think somebody's stupid. Y'all know when Sebastian Fundora do come back, he already got a fight set up, right? Y'all understand that, right? Shout out to my guy Knockout Boxing in the building. Knockout says Boots and Virgil trade paperwork officially came through. Boots' birth certificate now shows he's from Dallas. Virgil is from Philly. Thank you, Jesus. God damn. Yeah, like Tyler, you're going to get beat either way. Like Dondre. So you know what? You want to talk about Sebastian Fundora and Earl Spence. Earl Spence has been out the ring 2.5 years. Earl Spence hasn't even said he's coming back yet. How you know Earl don't go fight Sebastian Fundora? Why you automatically assume it'll be you? Earl, how you know Earl don't want to fight Boots? Earl Spence, as much as you want to talk about Dallas, Texas, in the building, in AT&T Stadium, guess what else is a bigger fighter in Dallas? Guess what's a bigger fight in Dallas, AT&T Stadium? Jaron Boots Ennis versus Earl Spence. I guarantee you is a way bigger fighter than him versus Virgil in Dallas. I'll guarantee my kids' life savings on that. I promise you that. Nigga, Boots is a bigger fight in your hometown against that same opponent you talking about, nigga. What are you talking about? Thank you, KO. Oh, shout out to my brother. PBC gonna get Fundora and Earl before they give it to Boots. Like, how you know Virgil it's gonna be you if he do come back? How you know he ain't gonna fight Jermell? You don't make those decisions. Why is Oscar talking like he's speaking for Earl or something? We gonna get to the 60-40, Poncho. First you gave him, so before y'all was saying he didn't want to fight at all. But now y'all saying they the ones begging for the fight. Jaron Ennis told you everything that's done in the dark gonna come to the light. I try to tell y'all this. Y'all ain't want to listen. Y'all sorry. I try to tell y'all. Oscar just told on himself. He said they the ones begging for the fight. I thought he said they didn't want to fight. I thought he said if they come to San Antonio, Texas, Boots ain't gonna want to fight. They ain't want to fight. Now all of a sudden they go from they don't want to fight at all to now they the ones begging for it and y'all ain't got to do it because y'all got other fights. And now Oscar is mad at the damn manager talking about, and y'all managers out here negotiating without the promoter. I'm about to start doing the Muhammad Ali act on y'all. I'm about to start suing y'all. Boots got these dudes, the network about to drop Golden Boy. Golden Boy about to sue goddamn Virgil Ortiz management. What the hell is going on, man? All because Jaron in this. Y'all stay with Dave. I want you to understand this. The zone about to drop Golden Boy for Jaron Ennis. Oscar mad at Virgil's management team talking about they negotiating with Eddie and them without him, and he about to start implementing the Muhammad Ali Act. Oscar tries to sue Virgil management all for Jaron Boots Ennis. Lord have mercy, dog. This is the nastiest duck of all time. I don't want to hear it no more. Y'all told me this wasn't what it was going to be and all this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is, man, listen here. I don't want to hear it, man. I want to get on to another point. Dean want to get on to another point. Bernard Hopkins, dog, you should be ashamed of yourself, gang. Bernard Hopkins, you should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. See, it ain't too many people. You ain't gonna get this everywhere else. See, this. I know this was something y'all wasn't expecting. Y'all wasn't expecting me to talk about this, huh? Y'all damn Dean, this clapback Saturday 100%. This is clapback Saturday 100%. Bernard Hopkins, you should be ashamed of yourself, my boy. Philly in the building, dog. You should be the same to yourself, Aki. I'm going to just tell you that. And you know that you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You sitting here letting them do it, too. You ain't even sitting here giving them good information. You ain't even sitting here saying, listen, I understand I rock with y'all and all that, but I'm also from Philadelphia. Jerron Boots Ennis is a good kid. Don't be running around like we don't got to promote the fight that way. Like, let's just make it happen if we gonna make it happen, but we ain't gotta do it like that. B-Hop, you's a goofy, man. And the fact that, and like Cam J just said, B-Hop been quiet as hell this whole time. And you know why he's been quiet as hell? Because Boots is from Philadelphia. So he not going to jump out there and talk too crazy or say nothing too out of order because he got to still come back home. You know how that is. You feel me? The Mexicans ain't going to help you in Philadelphia. So you already know what that is. But at the end of the day, B-Hop, you should be ashamed of yourself because you part of the company too. You should be out here trying to save face at minimum. Do y'all understand how big this fight would be with B-Hop being from Philadelphia, but being part of Golden Boy? If he was out here really trying to promote this fight, see, I ain't heard nobody say that, did y'all? I want y'all to implement that part in it. Imagine B-Hop, the Hall of Famer, him and Oscar talking about how this going to be like him, like how them two was, and this going to be a knockout brawl, and they really promoted it that way because B-Hop is from Philadelphia. I'm just listen, man. But I guess Dean don't know what he talking about. You understand? I don't know. I guess I'm not that intelligent or know how to promote a fight and all that. I'm just saying, Golden Boy, Virgil, Boots, any of y'all, if y'all listening, B-Hop, you's a Earthman. I'm gonna just be honest with you, B-Hop, you's the Earthman. Philadelphia, we kind of disappointed in you, my boy. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm glad that you kind of been quiet about it. You feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just because you with Golden Boy and all that, I see y'all show plenty of love to fighters. Who not? Look at how B-Hop, just look how Oscar was just knob-gobbling Earl Spence. So don't tell me because he on a different promotional company, you can't show love and all this, that, and the third. I don't want to hear that, gang. I don't want to hear that part because we just seen Oscar De La Hoya sitting up there knob-gobbling Earl Spence just so he don't have to fight Jerron Boots Ennis. And then what does that say about Jerron Boots Ennis? Like, this listen, man, hit that like button, hit that super chat, hit that cash app. Make sure that you not being a goddamn Earth, man. I told y'all I was right again. And if them offers was so real, where the money at? Oh, yeah. And then they said something else, y'all, that they lied about. Now, Vergil Ortiz management is saying that the deal that they getting offered is less than the two deals that was offered prior, cap. Now, this is the biggest one of the ducks. This is the biggest one of the ducks, cap. Cap. Yo, I want y'all to understand the other offers was for co-mains. You understand? The other offers was for co-mains. They're trying to make this the main event. That's cap. There's no way that this fight that they offering right now is less than the other two offers when they was being co-mains. Cap. That's big cap. That's super big cap. Because this is the same guy that said he need 10 million. So stop. Yeah, you talking about it ain't as much. No. How, first of all, how you going to say it ain't as much? But that's not what you said just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you were saying you needed 10 million. That's how you know you capping. You going backwards. You supposed to cap afterwards. You don't ask for 10 million and then come out here and lie and say, oh, well, they offering less than they was the first two times. First of all, is Turkey a part of this? Because y'all, I'm about to tell you, you find a thief, you catch a snake. I thought Turkey was the one offering the money before. Stay with me on when you let people talk, you'll find out how much of a liar they are. Stay with me, people. You ain't heard nobody else say this either. If Turkey is the one that sent the other two offers, then how can you say that this one is less? Because this one is through the zone. But you're trying to make it seem like the zone is the one offering you less. But Turkey's not a part of this. So if it is getting offered less, ain't that Turkey's fault? Big Dog Willie, Tankamaniacs with the deuce. That's crazy. We ain't even talking about Tank, but you is. You Tank biggest fan, Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie, you Tank biggest fan, gang. That's crazy. Like, we literally have been speaking. I've been on here for 45 minutes, haven't mentioned Gervonta Davis. Lord have mercy. But for sure, leave it up to Big Dog Willie. Big Dog Willie gonna come in here and make sure that you know about Gervonta Davis. Lord have mercy. Raekwon said, honestly, I don't see how Virgil can show his face after this bullshit. AD, say, come with me. Hail Mary. I'm just saying, Brody, like, what we doing, dog? Like, if Turkey is the one that sent the other two offers, then how are you saying the zone is sending less? Then don't that mean that Turkey is sending less? Because if Turkey is not a part of this, then this is the first time that the zone and Eddie been trying to do it themselves. Ain't that what y'all told me? Ain't that what y'all said? Didn't y'all say that Turkey and them offered them 40? Okay, so that was Turkey the other times, right? Let me show you when common sense. Dean got a lot of common sense. I know. Y'all probably just let that go over your head, didn't you? You let this one little detail go over your head. They sending us less than the last two. Well, first you said you needed $10 million. So you didn't even wait for an offer to put a number out there. So you already look like you're ducking because you want $10 million from the gate. When you haven't even made over $4 million your whole career. At least $5 million. You have not made your whole career. Big Dog Willie with the deuce again. Tankamaniacs one more time. Lord have mercy, y'all. Lord have mercy. So if Turkey sent them other two offers, and that means this fight, you ain't talking. Last time I checked, Turkey not involved in this because we was saying, where Turkey at? Turkey not willing to pay for this fight? And you haven't heard Turkey said nothing, so that's clear that he wasn't involved in this when the zone and Virgil Ortiz management was going back and forth, right? So that means it's the first time to the zone, or at least the second time when Eddie and them tried to offer it in August. Stay with me, people. Now, if this is the second time than before, then that means Dame was right again. Because didn't I tell y'all Jaronennis and them offer Virgil Ortiz a fight for August? Y'all remember that? So if this is the second time, do y'all remember that that everybody was trying to sit up there and act like Jaronennis and them didn't offer them a fight for August? And I was talking to my brother KO. I asked KO, I said, KO, why did they leave negotiations? Couldn't they just had pushed back the date? Like they do that all the time. You could have took the fight in August, but pushed the date back to October. And when did Virgil Ortiz wind up fighting? In goddamn October. November. No, you left negotiations and then fake double back with Turkey, but now it's Boots and them begging for the fight, but y'all want 10 million, but they offering less than they did the first time. How? When that was going to be a co-main, how was they offering less than the first time? First of all, it don't work like that in boxing. Y'all can keep letting them people talk to y'all and tell y'all anything. First of all, there's no way they offering less when they was going to have you placed on the card as a co-main fight, but compared to placing you as the main event at a whole different time and date. Stop the cap. After y'all both just had two great performances after that. Stop the cap. It don't work like that. Stop the cap. That's cap. That's big cap. And then this is the even deeper point. How can you sit up there and say it's a less offer? That's not what Oscar just said. Oscar said he want the majority split. And he mad at you for even being out here talking and negotiating. But you still on Instagram posting stuff after Oscar just said that today. Cap. It went from Too Much Zoo said it went from Boots is ducking and to Boots is desperate. You can't make this shit up. Exactly. That's how you knew it was a Too Much Zoo. My point is that's how you knew it was a lie the whole time. That's how you knew they was ducking the whole time. Because you don't go from being scared to desperate. When we ever seen that? When we ever seen that? When Boots was trying to tell you, remember, y'all let all of them get away with the 2 tune-ups thing. And nobody apologized to Boots when it come to find out that Surrey Boachuk management team came out here and said Boots offered us the fight, but we turned it down to fight Brandon Adams because we thought it was a better opportunity, but it wasn't. Y'all was running with Boots 1 and 2 tune-ups for months before. If Boachuk management team don't come out here and say that, y'all keep running with Boots 1 and 2 tune-ups. Well, how could that possibly be true if Boachuk the first one he sent the offer to? Fuck the Ramos and all of that other shit that happens after that. If Boachuk takes that offer, is Boots fighting Lima? John said, talk to him. Dean, you know I am. Didn't I tell y'all to put your blinkers on? Put your seatbelt on? I told y'all. But when Dean kept saying that, people wanted to ignore Boachuk management team and act like that part didn't even exist, because then now it make it look like, well, he couldn't have been asking for 2 tune-ups. I thought y'all told me when he get the 154, everybody gonna be gun-ho to fight jaronennis. Y'all know who else asked for $10 million to fight jaronennis? Keith Thurman. Oops, did I say that? Yeah, that's talk. We talking tonight. Oh, yeah, we talking tonight, fellas. Y'all know who else asked for $10 million? I think that's where Vergilortiz management team even got that number from. Y'all know somebody else who said they need $10 million. So let me get this straight, y'all. Terrence Bud Crawford said numerous times he don't want to fight jaronennis. Vergilortiz is out here having the duck of all histories. And Chief Thurman, a guy who claimed he'll fight anybody, said he need $10 million to fight jaronennis too. Y'all forgot about that too, didn't you? Oh, we gonna talk tonight. Y'all was running with this. Remember? So the guy that wanted 2 tune-ups that Virgil and them was saying is the guy that's desperate for the fight. Is that what Vergilortiz and them said on YSM Sports Media interview? Hey, all my Vergilortiz fans, do y'all want to go back to YSM Sports Media interview? Oops. Hold on. Do y'all want to go back to when the so-called Boots channel interviewed Vergilortiz? Was they saying Boots was desperate for the fight on there? Oops. Talk to me. People, don't get quiet now. I'm asking you a simple question. When Vergilortiz was on YSM Sports Media, did him and his team say, and Robert Garcia and all of them, did they say jaronennis and them was desperate for the fight then? Or was they trying to make it seem like Boots and them didn't really want to fight? Can we talk? Didn't I tell y'all I got the memory of an elephant? Y'all forgot about that, huh? I don't forget about nothing. Y'all forgot about that. I ain't forget about nothing, huh? Calio said Ego got the nerve to blame Eddie for why Boots not getting these fights instead of holding these fighters accountable for ducking. It don't matter who promote Boots. He really the boogeyman. Well, if Ego said that, then that just go against everything Ego said. He already got about, I've watched him. He already got about 12, 13 videos talking about how Vergilortiz is ducking jaronennis and this is a nasty duck. So when you can't have it both ways, you can't say somebody is ducking somebody, but it's the other promoter's fault. You can't have it both ways, especially when Oscar De La Hoya come out here and say what he says. So it is what it is. Like, so you can't have it both ways. You can't say Eddie is the reason when literally Oscar is saying that Eddie is desperate for the fight. You can't have it both ways. You can't. That don't even make sense. Like the other promoter is actually saying that Eddie actually wants to fight. So that just goes against his whole argument. If he did say that, shout out to Boxing Ego. I ain't taking no shots, but it just don't make sense. You can't say that when Oscar come out here today and say Eddie, that guy you're talking about, is the one that's desperate for the fight. You understand? That don't make sense, right? Then it can't be Eddie's fault if he's desperate for the fight. Don't that mean somebody that's desperate for something, don't that mean they really want the fight? I mean, Dean, I didn't go to college and all of that stuff, but it seems like a lot of guys who, it's just common sense to me. I'm just saying. just a little common sense. That's all. Just a little common sense. You know. Just said, yo, cook his ass, my guy. I'm sick of Oscar and Golden Boy team and the Ortiz and the whole gang not keeping the same energy. Just do. They ain't gonna never keep the same energy, man. Dean, what it is? What's up, Trey? Hey, just do. They ain't gonna never keep the same energy with and one mixtape Boots. Remember Just Do? Just Do was another one was with Dean. Like, I ain't sure them guys at 154 gonna fight Boots. I ain't sure about that. I hope they do. Just Do was very hopeful, like he is about a lot of situations. But as you see, yeah, that didn't happen either. We're going through the same thing. I'm glad my guy KO was here. He knows we are going through the same exact thing. KO said, "Don't worry, Dean. Some of the dumbest niggas I ever met were dudes I met in college." I believe that too, KO. I already know, bro. How did you get here? What is your GPA? What was your SAT score? You sure? You sure, my nigga? You sure? You sure? Who took this test for you? Somebody took that test. Hey, Quaddy, somebody took that test for that boy. That's guaranteed. Somebody took that test because it ain't no way we supposed to be sitting next to each other at the library. It's no way. Common sense ain't common. Nah, it's common, man. I just think, like I said, man, we was very hopeful and people like Vergilortiz and he got the Texas boys with him. And and then he seemed like he a dog. So I get how we get here. My thing is, I'm all about solutions. We can't, all content creators need to be frying these dudes. I'm glad KO and Just Do they in the building. They doing a great job of it. My thing is, this is why I be calling people ducks. There's no way. And you can't tell me. And then I hear people saying, well, Dean, it ain't Virgil's fault. It's his team. No, it's Virgil's fault because before anybody else, Virgil was the first one that boarded up this Errol Spence thing. No, it's Virgil's fault. As soon as Virgil was out the ring, right after he called Jaronennis, he's the one that put out this Errol Spence stuff. So I can't even blame Oscar for that part because Virgil's the one that put that out to the public first. I got the memory of an elephant. Man, I can't think for self, no hustle, and believe everything is institutionalized with them. My guy Nostalgia is in the building. Cali is in the building, man. I'm just like, listen, y'all. I've just been trying to keep it real because I've seen it. Listen, Jerome, can't nobody at 154 just accept this. Jaronennis is one. Matter of fact, I'm about to go on a different tirade. Y'all know that Virgil, that Oscar and them is a damn duck. I'm just glad that Oscar De La Hoya comes out here and admits that Jaronennis and his team is desperate for the fight. Ryan checked Golden Boy and got the tank fight. Why can't Virgil do the same? Because you heard it because his dad. KO, you heard how his dad talking. His dad out of everybody don't want the fight, KO. If Vergilortiz Sr. don't want this fight, it's not happening, and I've been telling y'all that. And him out of everybody, more than Oscar, more than Virgil, more than the manager. Vergilortiz Sr., y'all remember last time he was talking? Out of everybody you heard talk about this situation, who was shitting on it the most? Vergilortiz Sr., dog. Like, bro, I know, like, bro. All Oscar has left is Virgil and Ryan. Hannibal, listen, y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but now I'm about to be a biased-ass Philly nigga. I don't care because I'm tired of it. So since they want to duck on the other extreme, Jaronennis moved the hell on. They scared. Jaronennis is one of the greatest fighters we have ever seen. Accepted, I'm telling you now. Jaronennis is the best fighter in boxing, and I'm telling you now, he's better than Shakur Stevenson. Shout out to my guy David Benavidez, but I think David Benavidez got even more holes than Jaron Boots-Ennis. Jaron Boots-Ennis should be the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm tired of keeping my real feelings in. Jaronennis is the best fighter in boxing. Y'all gotta prove me wrong, man, because I ain't never seen no shit like this. Bud Crawford don't want to fight him. Earl not going to come back and fight him. Virgil don't want to fight him. Sebastian Fundora has said absolutely nothing about Jaron Boots-Ennis. Listen here, man. Show me different and bet it. That's all I'm telling y'all. Jaron Boots-Ennis is the best fighter in the world. Period. He'd beat Devin Haney to fuck up Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, whoever. And him and David Benavidez is just too much apart, but I think he's more talented than David Benavidez and going to accomplish at minimum everything David Benavidez has done up to this point. And David Benavidez is one of my favorite fighters. It is not the shit on David Benavidez, but you cannot tell me David Benavidez is more talented than Jaron Ennis. Sorry, can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell y'all the truth, bro. He'll beat Devin Haney the fuck up. He's knocking Devin Haney the fuck out. All of them. Vergil Ortiz is getting stopped 8th or 9th round. Remember, Dean told you. Vergil Ortiz is getting stopped. Jaron Ennis is the best fighter in the world. Nobody from 168 to 147, I believe, can beat him. And you can't name no other fighter that will have a reign at that many weight classes like that. Maybe besides a David Benavidez. That's why David Benavidez is my guy. So when it comes to them two, now I'm just basing it off of who I think is more talented, who brings more to the table, who do I think is the better boxer. The answer is Jaron Ennis. I ain't even mad at you. G go crazy. You know, Tank my favorite fighter, bro. So if you say Tank, you ain't going to hear me say a goddamn word because I know why people would say Gervonta Davis as well. Because the explosiveness is unmatched. I love Boots. Boots don't have Tank Davis's explosiveness. That's the one thing he don't have. He's explosive, but just not like Gervonta is Mike Tyson explosive. It's a difference. It's a difference. I'm from Baltimore, gang. Say no more, though, bro. But, like, you're not tripping about that either. You know Tank my favorite fighter. You're not tripping about that. It's just that's the separation between them two. I think Boots is just better at a lot of other things than Gervonta. I think footwork, they about equal. I think Boots does a better job of the fundamentals of boxing, using his jab, things like that. But I also think that Gervonta does a better job at setting up his opponents. So it's things that I think, for real, I would love to see them two niggas have a training camp together because I think they can learn a lot from each other. If I'm being honest, Bozy, Coach Calvin, if y'all hearing this, I think Boots and Gervonta, I think that's the perfect sparring partner for Gervonta. I don't think Gervonta needs to spar nobody else. I think if Gervonta Davis get a whole training camp just sparring Jaron Ennis, watch out. I'm going to just keep it real. And they probably have already done it. So I'm probably speaking something that I don't even know what I'm talking about, where Boots and Tank probably have sparred numerous of times. So I had to ask my Philly guys if that, like, if that's happened or not. I'm pretty sure it has, though. I'm pretty sure it has. I do believe him and David is neck and neck, both on the offensive onslaught, hunt band up, and that's why David Benavidez is just a different level of violence. As Boots be trying to wear you out, but David Benavidez be trying. Hey, listen, man, David Benavidez be in there trying to do something. The David Benavidez be in there. Did you see David Benavidez hit that man with a 15-punch combo with one hand? Listen here, man. He's a psycho. That's the difference. David Benavidez is literally Michael Myers, dog. Like, that is Michael Myers, like, for real. Like, like, just think about how he fight everything. Like, he just keep coming. He walk you down. You think he down, but he not. It ain't looking fancy. You see how Michael Myers kill you? It ain't fancy. It ain't none of that. It's just straight to the motherfucking point. David Benavidez is a different level of a psychopath. I will tell you that. Yeah, like Buzz scared of anyone. Well, there's one person that the guy that I'm talking about, he said he will not fight. So I don't know if he's scared. You do what you want with that. But I know some person, I know it's one guy. I think that's the only guy I've ever heard Bud Crawford besides Jake Paul say he would not fight. But hey, whatever. Y'all can fact check me on that too. Is Jaron Ennis the only fighter that we have never, that the only fighter besides Jake Paul that Bud said he wouldn't fight? Maybe Keith Thurman? Huh. He said it's too high risk. I mean, I'm just saying. So don't stop talking about Bud to me when it come to Boots, because only one of them are on record multiple times saying they won't fight the other. What is Jaron Ennis supposed to do? Make Bud fight him? Make Bud want to get in the ring with him? Make Bud want to deal with him? Like, I don't understand. There's nothing Jaron Ennis could do when it comes to Bud Crawford. Like, so stop talking to me about Bud Crawford, gang. Like, especially when it comes to Jaron Ennis. You can talk to me about Bud Crawford when it comes to any other fighter. I don't want to hear it when it comes to Jaron in this game. If Bud wanted to fight Jaron in this, he could have made that happen. As simple as that. It ain't nothing else to it. We're not going to be Earthmen. Anything Bud would have offered Boots would have been more than enough for Boots to get in the ring. Boots would have not turned it down. We're not doing that, bro. That's what we not doing. Didn't Bud say he wasn't going to fight Benavidez either? Yeah, but the problem is David Benavidez said the same thing. See, I can't even knock Bud all the way because David Benavidez came out here first and was like, nah, I ain't fighting Bud Crawford, so I can't even knock Bud on that. But what we do know, Jaronennis don't feel that way. Jaronennis don't feel like he can't. Nah, fam. Like, we not doing that, bro. You already know, Big Coop. You already know. I'm just like, y'all try to destroy my bro career, bro. And he might, and to me, he's the best fighter in boxing. So it's like, nah, bro, like, think about it, bro. Nostalgia said, I agree, Dean. Dog already said he ain't fighting Boots. I think Bud knows Boots a big problem for him. Yeah, because Bud, I'm going to tell you why Boots is a big problem for Bud. Because Bud like to sit down and get you with those combinations. That's what Bud does the best. Y'all want to know what Bud Crawford does the best? Bud Crawford in that pocket is unmatched to any of these other fighters. I think he's even better than Boots in the pocket. The problem with that is, even with me thinking he is better than Jaronennis in the pocket, right? And getting those combinations off. I know Jaronennis defensively is savvy enough where those combos you was getting off on Canelo, you're only going to land one punch out of that instead of 2 or 3. Stay with me. When he was hitting Canelo with those combos and Sean Porter and Earl, with Boots, those 2, 3, 4 punch combos, only one of them going to land. I ain't saying he ain't going to get one off, and it's going to be a hard one. Bud might get the actual left hand off last, but he not going to land the first 3. He's not going to land. It's not going to be like that, and that's where the fight gets interesting because Bud can be hit. How y'all say Boots get hit, Bud get hit too. But Bud is older, and Boots is definitely athletic enough, fast enough, where Bud is going to be thinking about it. I don't think Bud will be as reactionary as he normally is with a Jaron, and it's because he know Jaron a live dog. You understand? I ain't saying that Boots would just guarantee I would pick Jaron, and it's just off of youth alone. But I'm telling you, what Bud does well, I think he's even better than Boots at it. That's why I think Bud has a great chance to beat Boots. The problem is he's not going to get a bunch of those off, though, like he normally does in all of his other fights when he stops you. He might get the jab off. He might get the straight, but the other 2 or 3 that's coming with it or in between or the beginning of the combo, they're not going to land on Boots. It's not going to look the same. I'm trying to tell y'all, fam. Jaronennis presents problems for Terrence Crawford. They both switch hitters. So when you go to the southpaw stance, the problem is you going against the southpaw stance against a nigga who used to being in that stance too. And I'm telling y'all, Jaronennis would be more focused in there with Terrence Crawford. You would see the most defensively sound Jaronennis versus Bud. Jaronennis don't not think highly of Bud Crawford. Jaronennis wouldn't go in there fucking playing with Bud Crawford, doing what he was doing with Villa and staying on this. Bro, you stupid if you think that. You're dumb. I don't know what to tell you, dog. You think all these dudes, you got Greg Hackett, Mill, Bosley, so many people in Philly with boxing minds. You think if he was in a fight with Bud Crawford, the main thing they wouldn't be preaching to him is what I'm telling you right now? You think Jaronennis is stupid? Bud knows he's not. I'm not saying Bud wouldn't be able to adjust, and Bud, from experience alone, that's where he got Boots at, but Boots 30-something fights in by now. So experience not going to matter as much as y'all think. Bud don't got that many more fights than Boots. Fam, y'all not hearing me, dog. Timmy, like y'all not under. Bud don't got that many more fights than Boots got right now, and he's 10 years younger than Terrence Crawford. So the experience ain't as much as you think. Because the truth of the matter is, Bud don't got that much experience against guys in they prime. Bud Crawford does not have that much experience against guys that are in their prime. Do we have a lot of experience? Most definitely. But all of his biggest fights, none of them were in their prime. And that's just the truth. Get mad at it. I don't care. You could be mad all you want. Last time we saw Sean Porter, Terrence Crawford. Last time we saw Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. Canelo Alvarez is 34, about to be 35 years old. Like, we not about to do that, bro. Like, I'm not about to, like, we not going to sit up there. Bud Crawford don't got, if Bud beat Earl when he was 28, that's different. If he beat Sean Porter at 27, that's different. If he beat Canelo Alvarez when he was 30, that's different. I'm not knocking the man. I'm telling you what happened. And people get offended by facts. People get offended by the truth. People get offended that Bud Crawford has never went up against a live dog like jaronennis, a guy. Terrence Crawford has never went up against a guy who was at the peak when he was at his peak. I'm not saying Bud is any less great. I'm saying Bud never got a chance to show his greatness against guys in their prime. Whether that's his fault, not his fault, Bob Arum's fault, whatever. I don't care about that part. It doesn't change what happened. The man's career is over. No, Band Up, I agree. They all are the same outcome. Every fight that I named, Band Up, I think Bud wins 10 years ago. Band Up, I'm not saying that. I think Bud is a better fighter than everybody that I just named. It doesn't take away when he fought them and and he wasn't in his prime too, Band Up. It's not even just like it's one way. He wasn't in his prime. Terrence Crawford ain't just get good, y'all. This is how I know y'all not real boxing fans, dog. I've been watching Terrence Crawford when he had the dreadlocks and he was fighting outside. Terrence Crawford ain't just get good, bro. Y'all seeing Terrence Crawford with braids. This ain't his first time having hair. Bro was hearing about Terrence Crawford 15 years ago, bro. It doesn't change. And this is what we hope it don't happen to Boots. Boots is my guy. But I would be lying if I say he got the top tier competition of everybody. That's a lie. I don't have to lie for my favorite fighter. You understand? Terrence Crawford don't got a Vergilortiz on his resume where y'all was both in y'all prime, 27, 28 years old. He ain't got a Bernard Hopkins and Roy Jones. He don't have that, bro. So I'm telling you, when you talk about the experience and all that, that is against guys that, first of all, everybody I named, Terrence Crawford was in better shape and more athletic than them, even though he's older than them. I'm going to say that to you again. Terrence Crawford is a better athlete than Earl Spence, Sean Porter, Canelo Alvarez at any point in their life, even though he was older than them. So you know what he would have did to him 10 years ago. Boots has the speed advantage. He's just as if or more powerful. Boots' power is ridiculous. Go ask the young and up-and-coming fighters who've been in the ring with him. That's what I'm saying, bro. Boots is literally just entering his prime. Boots is what, 28 years old? Him and Shakur the same age. You're entering your prime at 27, 28 years old. That's your prime up until you about 32, 33 years old. That's your prime. You go ask anybody, anywhere, in any sport. Go look at athletes. Just go look at the best athletes that ever lived and watch when they put up their best stats. I guarantee they put up their best stats from the age of 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's when they was at their best. I guarantee it. Because that's the age where you have the physical capability. You haven't lost the step yet. You will soon, but you haven't lost it yet. But you've gained the mental aspect of whatever perspective, whatever sport you in professionally, whether that's baseball, football, basketball, boxing, whatever, racing, whatever you are in, that's when you're at your peak. You got enough experience. You ain't no young whippersnapper. You a veteran now, but you still young. You still at that you still at the pinnacle. Like Luka Doncic right now. Like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. Like Anthony. You see what I'm saying, bro? Right again. My guy George, man, with the deuce, man. Hold on. Hold on. Treyway in the building. Deem, who we getting next for Boots, man? Because this nigga Virgil super ducking. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. Right now, I'm not confident in anybody. I told y'all. I'm not confident in anybody fighting Jaron Boots in this, man. But that's yet to be seen. Yeah, band up. That's in the air. I wouldn't even say that either. Band up. You're right about that. I can't always say that Boots got more power than Bud. Because it ain't nobody Boots been in there with that I don't think Bud stops. You see how that work, band up? How I could be honest? Like, there's nobody Boots has forked. I don't think 100% Terrence Crawford stops him. Maybe Karen, because I've seen Terrence Crawford have some fights like that where it get tricky. Look at Madrimov. Because I think Boots stops Madrimov. So if you say Karen, it's like, well, I think Boots stopped Madrimov. So there you go. You feel what I'm saying? But nah, Tyler Villa been on a little win streak. Tyler, you been asleep. Villa been on a little win streak since Boots. I think he lost one more fight after that, but in the last 2 years, I think Villa undefeated. Ty said Boots is certainly more fair than Bud was. Now I agree with that. Now I wholeheartedly agree with that. Because we ain't never seen people duck the weight. Boots have had this problem at 2 different weight classes. And at least in Bud scenario, you had Keith Thurman and Danny and all them up there playing games. These guys don't have no reason to not fight jaronennis. That's the difference. These guys they have zero reason to not fight jaronennis. Like, none of these guys are a bigger name than him. They have zero reason to not fight him. But the other guys, it was other people ahead of Bud at that time, even though Bud was considered a better fighter than them, they were still bigger names than them, similar to like a Shakur Stevenson right now. Or a Devin Haney. Bud was in that position. He wasn't the biggest name, but people thought he was the best. Damn, Dean, you don't rock with your guy? Why you say that, Dondrick? Hold on. I see you ignoring me, man. That's right. Y'all better be scared. What you say, Dondrick? Hold on, Dondrick. What the hell is you talking about? Where the hell is Dondrick at? He dropped them belts because Maul was going to get on his ass. Oh, you want to talk about Maul? Yeah, he dropped them belts because Maul was going to get on his ass. Nah, Maul can't beat Bud. But I like Maul. But I don't think that nigga mentally stable enough to beat Terrence Crawford, man. Villages for the pro box, I think he lost too, Dean. I just can't recall for sure. Now I think he won that last fight. Nostalgia. That's why I could have sworn that's what I heard. I could be wrong though. But it's just funny, man, like how we go from Jaron Boots was ducking to this, man. It's just crazy, man. I'm about to drop the link. Y'all come rock with your boy. Let me hear y'all perspective, man, on what's going on with this whole situation. Because it's nasty work, man. It's nasty work, man. And that link for anybody who feel different. Anybody
Yo, what up, Dan? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? My fault, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
What's
man.
going on, my guy? Talk to me.
Yeah, what I was saying in the chat was Boots is like what young Roy Jones was in his prime, Go do your history on young Roy Jones. Roy was feared to this magnitude that Boots is feared. You know what I'm saying? I see
Yeah,
too
I
many
agree.
similarities between him and Roy Jones. People were scared shitless of young
Guess who
Roy.
else sees similarities? Guess who else?
Who?
Roy Jones himself.
Oh
But go
yeah,
ahead.
that's why he vouches for Boots.
Yeah.
He see a lot of himself. I was arguing this with dudes in the barbershop. They was looking at me like I was crazy, but I don't know. I don't think they done enough homework like to see the correlation. Like it,
Right.
Boots is like a young Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying?
I
He's
agree.
in a unique situation where don't nobody want to go near him. Don't nobody want to touch. Nobody would touch him with a 10-inch pole if it was up to them. They wouldn't touch him. They wouldn't go nowhere near him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Crazy.
Bud wasn't feared to this magnitude. Yeah, was he
No,
ever
not at all.
avoided?
Not
Yeah,
at
he was
all.
avoided to a degree by some guys, but he wasn't avoided to this
No,
magnitude. Dudes will
no,
get in
bro.
there
He
with
was
Bud before they
avoided
get in
for
there with Boot.
a time. But he
Yeah, for a
still
little
got
bit of
all the
time.
names. He
Yeah,
still got Kell Brook. He still got Sean Porter. He still got Earl Spence. He still got Canelo Alvarez. Like, we not gonna act like, you see what I'm saying? Like, he still
yeah,
got those individuals. Like,
right.
Boots can't
They'll
even get one of them to get in the ring. That's
they'll get in there with Bud before they get in there with Boots. That let you know what's up. They'll get in there.
100%.
And I'm not saying Bud ain't that dude. You know what I'm saying? Bud, I mean, you gonna lose to either one of them. But they'll get it if you had to make them pick and choose, they'll get in there with Bud before they get in there with Boots. That lets
Now,
you know they will
Quaddy,
perceive Boot. Huh?
Quaddy says, Boots got to take less money. Quaddy, that's the problem, though, Quaddy. The reason why Boots got to take less money because we keep letting these B-side fighters get away with ducking. Everybody should be on Virgil ass like, nigga, you're not a bigger star. You're ducking. We're not supporting nothing you do until you fight Jaronennis. See, the boxing community, we're letting them get away with this. We're letting Oscar think, oh, he fight Earl Spence. Y'all going to support it. Like, nah, y'all can't. Y'all got to stop supporting bullshit, bro. The
Right.
fact is, only reason why Boots got to take less money because niggas think they can do it because they know fans going, Virgil and them know, well, ain't nobody gonna hold us accountable like that. That's the problem. If niggas really thought like how I'm doing and how Senior finding out and how we coming at a new era where the whole YouTube, like, nah, bro, you fucking ducking. We are not accepting nothing else. Like, period. We not rocking with that shit. That'll change niggas' mentality to start taking these fights, man. It's the fact that niggas think they can duck and it falls on a Javante or it falls on the A side. If the A side wants to fight and you getting a reasonable amount of money as a B side fighter, there's no excuse for you not to take the fight. But we let them feel like they got excuses. Virgil has not made more than $4 million his whole career. Jaronennis tripled him in sales they last fight, gang.
Yep.
Jaronennis had a $1.2 million live gate. Virgil Ortiz shit was like 400,000 or something, bro.
Let me tell you something, Dean. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give it to Boots. I ain't gonna hold you. Pound for pound, talent and skill-wise, Boots to me is number one, for real. To me, look at how all his contemporaries react to him too in his division. Nobody gets ducked to this magnitude. I know Benavidez is like a close second, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas don't want no. He a close second because you got a lot of niggas that still don't want no smoke with him. But
think about it. But think about this too, though, bro.
Up for me, they'll take a fight with him. But like the guys in his division, you know what I'm saying? Most of them dudes don't want no smoke with Benavidez.
But you got to think about this. Even David Benavidez still got Caleb Plant. He still got David Morrell. That was a fight we wanted to see. He still got David Morrell. He still got Boo Boo. He still got Yardy. Like, David Benavidez still got shit that niggas won't even get in there with Boots, bro. That's the difference.
None at all. No, none of them dudes. None of them dudes.
Yeah, like they won't even get like Virgil is Virgil was in the same spot David Morrell was in at they respective weight classes. They wasn't David Morrell was at least a champion too.
Yeah,
but they was the up and coming guy. They the guy at that division at 168.
Wasn't Morrell the IBF champion at 168?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it's like, remember, David Morrell was in the same spot as Virgil, as they is the up and coming superstar at that division. and it's another guy there that you want to see them fight. David Morrell had balls and took the fight, though, bro. That's
Right.
the difference. David Morrell literally took less. David Morrell, except that he was the B-side. David
Exactly.
Morrell was actually trying to make the fight. Shout out to David Morrell. That's why he will
Real the
forever.
truth. And he put up a good fight.
And he put
Even
up a
though
good fight.
he put up a good fight for as long as it lasted. You know what I'm saying?
Put it like this, bro. We ain't become less David Morrell fans after that
We
fight. That's
gained
what I'm
more
talking
respect.
about.
More respect for him.
He got
Way
more
more respect.
respect.
It's still a lot of niggas that can't beat that nigga.
Bro, he's still that nigga, bro. He's still to
that
me
nigga.
a top 10, top 15 pound
It's
for
just
pound fighter.
Benavidez
It's
different.
still a lot of niggas
David
can't beat
Benavidez
him.
is just different. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? But
that's just the monster. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of dudes still can't fuck with Morrell. Still can't fuck with him. If you ain't David Benavidez, you can't beat him at 168. To me, I don't think nobody else at 168 beating him. You know what I'm saying? Just David Benavidez, he different. You know what I'm saying? The experience, the work rate. Dude is massive. You see how big he is, nigga? He look huge compared. You see how big it was at the face-offs with Morrell?
no, real shit.
Look a little bit bigger than Morrell to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Benavidez is a big dude, bro.
Yo, Benavidez is a motherfucking heavyweight.
Yeah, he a heavyweight. You know what I mean? Big dude. He going to his right, weight. I'm glad he moved up to look for that smoke. He gonna fight Zerto. I definitely favor him over Zerto.
Think about this. Now he up there, Oscar threatening lawsuits and shit. This why boxing dying. Look, Oscar going through it with the manager. All over jaronennis, gang. All over jaronennis.
Yeah,
This
I
is
ain't never seen one fighter avoid it to this magnitude. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's somebody, but I don't know. I don't know nobody that's been avoided like this. A whole 147 ducked this dude. You know what I'm saying? And now it's looking like 154 is on pace to do it. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I'm wrong. I mean, God forbid I'm telling the truth, and I'm wrong. And like I hope I'm wrong, but it's looking like 154 is gearing up to avoid this dude. It's looking like I don't think none of them dudes can beat him. Not even Fundora. I don't care about his frame or none of that. Like
I don't think Fundora can beat him either.
And I've seen.
That's who I want Boots to fight.
Lesser talented guy, a lesser talented fighter than Boots. You
know I want Boots to get Fundora because if Boots get Fundora, he ain't got it shut everybody up about everything. Yeah, Fundora is looked at as the guy.
He'll definitely beat Fundora. I definitely on paper, Fundora be the favorite. But niggas that really know boxing, they know how that's gonna turn out. Boots, Fundora is very flat-footed. Very flat-footed. His work rate is pretty high though. You know what I'm saying? But Boots, the talent, you know what I'm saying? And I think Boots is gonna be way more on point against Fundora compared to the guys he's fought in the past. Like,
bro, I think
David
that one thing we know about Fundora, you can start breaking him down, and he ain't got the best chin in the world. Can you imagine when Boots slipping and sliding and catching that nigga with overhand lefts that he don't see, and he's slipping out of there, hitting his body? Like, I think, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I hate to say this. I think that'll be the fight that shock everybody at how Boots make that look.
Yeah. You know what? Jamil agree with you. Dame, he agrees with you. Jamil.
Oh yeah. I think that Boots he make that look more easier than y'all think. Like
Jamil told us when we was watching his stream. He agrees with you. You know what I'm saying? He said Fundora will be an easier fight than Bakram. But yeah, he got him stopping Bakram too. You know what I'm saying?
I got Boots stop. I got Boots. Now for him and Fundora, I can see going to the decision. I can see Boots not stopping Fundora. I can see Boots. I see Boots stopping Bakram just because of the way Bakram like to fight. I think Bakram will walk into something. Like he got too much heart for himself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think like if he get hurt, he'll still keep trying to come, and that's gonna get you knocked out. You think what I'm saying?
Who's gonna break some on that nigga? I'm telling you, when he fight, he gonna break some on him.
That's gonna be nasty work, bro.
He definitely gonna break some on Bakram. He gonna break something on his face. You know what I'm saying? Because Baco gonna come with that pressure and run into something nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like when I tell you Boots, that nigga power is something serious. It's different. Everybody that's been in the ring with him, they'll tell you. His power, like he hit like a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they fucking gut gonna come out their fucking stomach when they get hit with this nigga. Get hit by this nigga. What's that one dude that Jamil was just interviewing or whatever? He was describing like Boots when he was getting ready for one of his fights, and I think he do like multiple rounds with like multiple people and shit. He was beating the brakes off everybody, gearing up for his fight. You know what I'm saying? He said he got in with that nigga, and dude was hitting him with like he couldn't describe that shit. That power, you know what I'm saying? That nigga was hitting him with something like it was something in that nigga gloves the way he was hitting him. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga power is different. He don't, and this guy been in there with like some big dudes that can thump. He said he ain't never felt power like that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people have said that about
Jaronennis.
Huh? A lot of people have said that about Jaronennis.
Yeah. Nigga, power is something different, bro. It's way different, bro. Like that nigga really cracking. That nigga, when he get there at 68, he gonna be a problem, a serious problem.
Now that's what I can. My thing is
a serious problem. He already breaking jaws and ribs at lighter weights. Just imagine when he get up there, he gonna be sleeping, everything moving. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different, bro.
My biggest problem is I just feel like all of these dudes, man, we letting these motherfuckers get away with this shit. Like even Oscar, I don't think people understand when they say stuff, and it rubs me the wrong way. Oscar was just the guy saying Boots and them don't want to fight, and he don't think he gonna want to fight.
Oh, we knew he was full of shit.
Now you sitting up there saying that the nigga is they desperate and begging for it. Where all of you motherfuckers? So if Boots is begging for the fight, don't that mean he was never ducking you?
Right.
That don't make sense.
Boots already told y'all everything will come to the light. And that's what happened.
Yeah, this shit is just different.
I lost all respect for Virgil. I ain't gonna hold you. Even if this fight still happens, I got no respect for Virgil. I don't even know. Like, should we even give Boots credit for beating up on little Virgil at this point?
No, he get full credit because they was running their mouth. No, you know why? Because the ring magazine got him ranked #1. They got Virgil #1. They don't have Fundora #1 or Bachram or Boots or nobody. They got Virgil #1. There's people that think Virgil is the best at 154. There are people that definitely was
delusional. Delusional. He don't even beat Fundora. He won't.
I don't think he could beat Fundora either, but there's people that think he can. There's people that think he can, bro. It's people that think he beat Bachram. Bro, you gotta think. It's people that think he beat Boots. So you know it's people that think he could beat the other guys.
They on drugs, on hardcore drugs.
Just saying, man.
Dude is one of the weakest links. Like, I think really Virgil's a hype job. You know what I'm saying? He's tailor-made for Boots. Like, that shit not going past 5 rounds to me. But if it do, then it's because Boots wants it to. And the longer that fight lasts, the worse off Virgil's gonna be.
I just don't see what Vergil Ortiz does.
Huh?
To beat Boots. I see what he does to hit him. I see what he does to maybe stagger him or make it tough in there. Yeah, I could see that. I don't see what he does to beat the man, is the question.
Nah, nothing. He got nothing. That nigga got nothing for Boots. Nothing. I've been telling.
But we gotta be honest, bro. Like, what do we bring?
Dudes don't know boxing, bro. Dudes don't know. I've been saying since 147. Like, that's Boots gonna run through him. You know what I'm saying? He's not no threat to Boots. Okoye told y'all, Coach Okoye told y'all Boots is in no danger versus Virgil. Virgil's style, that high octane offense, come forward. Okoye told you, because Okoye sends guys over there to go spar Boots. He knows what Boots likes. That style Virgil got, bro, that's not gonna do anything with Boots. That's not gonna be able to. Boots could get him out like early if he wanted to. But if it goes to like 8 or 9, it's because Boots wants it to. You know what I'm saying? It's no
Boots
different
was
than
in there with
what
Canelo
Crawford did
Alvarez,
with
dog.
Spence.
He
It's
not
no
worried
different,
about no motherfucking Virgil, dog. He was just in there with Canelo Alvarez, fam. He
right?
not worried about no motherfucking like. But my thing is like, everybody that's at 154, y'all gotta stop. Somebody gotta fight the man. So when everybody keep asking me, Dean, what's next? I don't even care. They don't want to fight him. So it doesn't.
Right.
Somebody,
I don't care
whoever.
who he fights. That's why I don't care who he fights at this point. I know what
Does
it is.
Virgil beat Villa, Dean? Yeah, Virgil beat. I got Virgil beating Villa. Yeah, I got Virgil beating him. I just think Virgil more talented.
Right.
But like, who wants? Somebody got to fight him. He ranked too high. He too big of a name, and it's looking bad for y'all. Like it's looking real bad if
Yeah, y'all
somebody
look
don't
pussy
fight him.
at 54. Y'all look pussy. Real pussy if nobody go ahead and test this nigga.
But everybody told me that when he got to 54, this wasn't going to happen. Everybody told me, Dean, he need to just go to 54.
You did say, you called it. I knew it too. I already knew it. Because I know he the truth. I know. Some dudes you could just look at. You just, like, I already knew instantly at 147 he was the truth. And, like, it's going to take for him to go up to, like, it's going to take.
Nah, it's going to take us to tell these boxers, listen, y'all either give us the fights we want or we not supporting this shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it takes, bro. Because everybody keeps saying, well, when Boots go up to 160, like, how we know that? Them niggas at 160 ain't unifying. They ducking each other, too. Right. That's the worst division. Them niggas ain't fighting each other.
Now, Dean, do you see why I say you can't compare a lot of these new age dudes, even the guys that everybody perceive as that one, you know what I'm saying? Like Bud, Usyk, you can't compare these niggas to the niggas of the past generations because everybody fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare these dudes to the past all-time greats. You can't compare them to the Floyds, the Mannies, guys like them. You can't. Cause
it's just hard, bro, because I feel bad for Boots. I feel bad for Boots and somebody like Jayo Bataya. Like Jayo Bataya, you don't even know where he got, like, he's not even getting no fights. Like, he might be number 2, number 3 best fighter in boxing. Well, we won't fucking know because ain't nobody fighting the nigga. They don't talk about the nigga. It's just a bunch of bullshit that go on. Jaron Boots in this. We've been through this at 147. We already been proven right with Virgil and Brian Norman Jr. How much longer y'all gonna keep the two biggest people y'all use to shit on Jaron Ennis, Virgil and Brian Norman Jr. Look what the fuck is happening. Look what happened. This shit getting out of hand. Y'all was riding Brian Norman Jr. wave. I don't even hear y'all niggas talk about Brian Norman Jr.
Right, they shut the fuck up. Haiti done killed that. Nigga, I been knew Brian Norman wasn't that. Dean, I been knew Brian Norman was a fucking hype job. I already knew. Because I know how he started off, and I see little fundamental mistakes he made. I mean, that he makes in his previous earlier fights that Haney could capitalize on because he don't have the experience. Brian don't have the experience.
No, he ain't got the experience. He not good.
Yeah.
No, bro. It's not that he ain't got the experience. He's not good. We gotta stop with this shit, man. Like that's why his dad went in the high. And you want to know why Brian Norman Sr. really went in the high? Because Brian Norman Sr. watched that shit how I watched that shit, and he saw what the fuck I saw, but he just won't tell y'all. That's why he got on Mill City and was talking about, oh, I can't say the stuff I really want to say. You mean like your fucking son is trash? He's not good, bro. He's not. Yo, I'm telling y'all, if that nigga go in there with Karen Cougar Dodgers, you will find out. I guarantee he beat the shit out of Brian Norman Jr.
Oh, bruh. I see it too. I want that shit. I want to see it.
I'm not sure Brian Norman. Everybody keeps saying he'll beat Rolly. I'm not sure of that, dog. How you know? I'm not ready. How? Why would I think that? First of all, I don't think Devin Haney drops Rolly Romero. Let's start there. I don't think Devin Haney drops Rolly. No, I'm damn sure not sure if Brian Norman Jr. beat fucking Ryan Garcia. So what we talking about, fam? You sure he beat old ass Manny Pacquiao? Like I don't know about that, gang. Like I saw that nigga stiffen up, go into shock, stood. Devin hit him with a jab, opened him up, paused, then hit him with the 1-2. Like, you're not gonna move your head or nothing. Boop, bop.
I see why they dug Boots. Boots would have killed that nigga.
Bro, and that's what everybody was already telling everybody what happened in the gyms already. But niggas, again, they choose to listen to what they want to listen to. Y'all wanted to listen to Brian Norman scene.
The type
they
of
wanted
beat
to listen to everybody. They didn't want to listen. They didn't want to listen to all the dudes who was in the gym, who was in Philly telling y'all what actually happened. They didn't want to listen to that. They wanted to listen to this capping ass nigga because he sound like this, and he a country boy, and they ain't had no fighters in Atlanta, and it's the first star we got in Atlanta, and they wanted to run with the dumb shit, bro. But the truth of the matter is, that nigga's not that good. That's the fucking truth, dog. Because if he was, that fight would have looked much different. And I'm not even sure Devin Haney confidence is all the way back. It just looked, I think he ganked that back fucking with Brian Norman Jr., dog. He ain't put Devin under no fucking pressure. He ain't touched Devin chin. He ain't do nothing. This shit is crazy, bro. Like this shit is just, I don't know, man. This shit. Boots would have been doing a matrix on that. Boots would have, bro. Like he stopped. First of all, Boots is stopping him. Let's start there. It don't go 12 rounds. Boots stopping him.
It don't go past. I don't think that shit goes past 6. I don't.
Ramon said Brian Norman Jr. can't sell out a strip club in Atlanta. That's a fact, though. That's terrible, but that's a fact. It's funny how everybody used to want all of this smoke and don't nobody hit the link no more. Everybody used to want all of this smoke when it came to this topic. Y'all couldn't, but Dean, we can't, Dean, we need you to talk about this. Dean, y'all going, where all y'all trolls go?
Right.
Where all the Boots trolls go? You notice how they disappeared the last 2 months? Boots used to have so many haters and trolls. Where y'all at? Y'all don't hit the link no more? Y'all don't watch shows no more? Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
See, hey, Dean, most of these dudes don't know shit about boxing, bro.
Man, you heard what Roger Mayweather said.
They don't know shit about boxing, bro. They just here to just troll and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know what they fucking talking about.
I can't even get nobody. I was trying to bait somebody to come up here about me saying Boots the best fighter in boxing. Y'all won't even argue that with me no more.
Nah.
Cause y'all know. Know. Where Turkey at? Where that Turkey money at? Y'all, where Turkey? I thought Turkey saving boxing. But we ain't get David Benavidez and Dimitri Bivol or Beterbiev. We ain't get David Benavidez Canelo. We ain't get David jaronennis and Virgil or jaronennis and Fundora. Where that Turkey money at?
Hey, let me tell you. Turkey has an ulterior motive, bro. He's not trying to save boxing. He's trying to bring boxing to Saudi.
Shit crazy,
American
bro.
boxing hindered the American boxing market.
Man, y'all told me he had unlimited funds. He's saving boxing, his oil money. Come to find out, he not even the one. He's not putting on Shakur and Tio. This Zone putting that on.
He was. Somebody said he was, or he was paying for it or something.
Or he might, but he ain't promoting it. Yeah. And you know how bad it is? And don't get mad at me for saying this. You want to know how bad it is? Teofimo Lopez said something about it. Teofimo Lopez sat up there and said, hey, y'all, can y'all start promoting this fight? Like, can y'all really add in the Zone and all of them? Turkey, can y'all start promoting this fight? And guess what? They still ain't did nothing. Right. Tio on his own Twitter posted that yesterday or the day before. So don't get mad at us for saying that the fight ain't getting promoted, right? When Tio himself feel like the fight ain't getting promoted, right? See, people will come up here and argue just to dick ride Shakur. Don't get mad at me that the fighter himself said he's not pleased with the goddamn promotion. But exactly. I guess we capping and lying. I guess we Teofimo Lopez, huh?
Right.
This shit is crazy, bro. Don't nobody hit links no more. Y'all want to argue no more. This is why I know this 2026 got dark, because y'all rehydration clause bullshit is done. Your catch weight shit is done. Your belt talk is done. Your boots is a duck and don't fight nobody talk is done. Y'all niggas is done out here, gang.
Y'all could.
And I'm glad that I played a major part in doing this. I'm glad that I stomped on your grave. Yeah, damn right. And I'm going to keep stomping on your grave, man. Vergilortiz making it worse. And now we come out, find out today that not only do Boots want to fight, but they begging for it. They begging like Keith Sweat for the fight. Ain't that something? I thought y'all said he don't want to fight top competition. He was Mr. Tune-Ups. So Mr. Tune-Ups go from Mr. Tune-Ups to begging for fights?
Oh, yeah, they know he the truth. That's why they go here and they talk down. They know they only do that when they know you the truth. I know Boots gets the reaction he gets because they know he the truth. They know he.
It's crazy, dog. Like,
these niggas know they gonna get their ass whooped before they step in the ring with this nigga. They know he different.
oh man, y'all down bad out here, man. Y'all down bad out here, man. For real. Like I said, this shit is just like quality. This shit is at a different level of disrespectful because you gotta understand this, bro. Y'all really went a year and some change shitting on bro, and now don't nobody want to hit links and panels and argue no more when you're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Boots was a duck and tune-up talk? We couldn't keep people off the panel. I couldn't keep people off the damn panel. There was 10 people up here every day ready to talk about it. Rehydration clauses. Where the Devin? Like where we were now? Devin want Lewis Crocker. Y'all see Devin on Twitter? See Lewis Crocker and Jack Catterall getting made, and Devin talking about see y'all. Devin want that fight. Like jaronennis had been calling out and wanting Lewis Crocker. Y'all were killing her.
Right.
Like Lord have mercy. Could you imagine Creole?
Earlier, I was just saying, like, who wants to see that bullshit? Nobody wants to see Devin Haney versus Lewis
Let
Crocker.
jaronennis come out here and be asking for Lewis Crocker. Boy.
They only want to see it because it's a unification. Like the Devin fans. But look at who it's against. And y'all were ridiculous tank. Y'all ridiculous tank if he was trying to unify against somebody.
Y'all
like
literally, bro, they literally, y'all used to egg Brian Norman Jr. on, man. Brian Norman Sr. on. We ain't heard from Brian Norman Jr. since. Y'all used to egg them niggas on, man.
His ass been hiding.
He got mad at this. The first video that came out, it's blue skies in Atlanta, and them bias ass Philly niggas, and I'm ready for all the smoke. And I dropped them. Now he trying to drop Addies at 50. Nigga, you 50 trying to drop Addies. For what? Your son lost. He got beat up. Greg and Bill was right. Why you mad at them that they was right? You told Dean that you was fully prepared.
He got washed.
First of all, bro, he told me that he was fully prepared because I told his old ass, I said, you out here on the internet every fucking day talking about Boots. Y'all need to be getting prepared for Devin Haney. Oh, my son, he fully prepared. He in the best shape of his life. He in the best shape of his life, yo. This is the best training camp that we didn't have. He didn't get, as soon as his son get beat, he on Mill City talking about, we wasn't prepared for that Devin Haney. And yeah, we wasn't prepared for that. I thought you said you ain't never lied, gang. Senior, I thought you said you don't never lie.
He a liar. You told me that too, D.
Nigga, capping ass nigga, dog. And everybody like, Dean, be respectful to that nigga. Be respectful to a nigga that don't respect himself.
Right.
That nigga got more smoke for Greg and Mill than he got Devin Haney's security guard. I want y'all to remember this. He dropping Addies, but ain't dropped the Addy for Devin's security guard. Do y'all know Devin's security guard is from Atlanta, just like Brian Norman Sr.? Did y'all know that Devin's security guard is from Atlanta, just like Brian Norman Sr.? But he got more smoke for Boots. He got more smoke for Greg. He got more smoke for Mill than he got smoke for a nigga that put his hands on him and his son. And y'all was backing this shit.
It made y'all look like lames, look like bitches on camera.
Shit is crazy, dog. He told me personally, y'all. Brian Norman Sr. told me personally that his top priority was Tank. That's Devin Haney's security guard. He said when he see him, he gonna handle that business. He saw him and ain't do nothing.
Seen him again.
He saw him and ain't do nothing. And Devin Haney was right up there taunting him about getting gripped up again. Devin Haney was taunting them about getting gripped up, saying how he ain't do nothing. Devin told him to his face, you let Tank grip you and your son up. Devin told him that to his face.
Yeah, that's embarrassing as fuck. That's embarrassing as hell.
But you got smoke. But you got smoke for Mill and Greg.
Like, how
Mill ain't go on Heartman platform.
Let me tell you something, Dean. Dude took a L like a motherfucking 2025, bro. How can anybody, that whole situation, all the shit he was talking, and for you to just get gripped up like that, you and your son, and for your son to get his ass whooped like he did, man, I ain't gonna lie. 2025 was not a good year for the Normans. It wasn't. Y'all went out
Nasty
sad
work,
in that
man.
year. Y'all went out sad as fuck. Y'all could never live that down, bro. Not only
Nasty work,
did
dog.
dude security guard grip y'all up,
Where
Martin
all
Luther
the
Jr. got his ass
boots
washed,
tune up
nigga.
people at? We're all that now that we know that was a lie, and Virgil and them been lying this whole time and just shitting on the boy name because they don't want to fight. Where all y'all boots tune up people at? Don't nobody want to hit the links no more. Where everybody Dame he gotta fight somebody. Dame Eddie Hearn is the reason he not getting this fight. That's not what Oscar De La Hoya said. Oscar De La Hoya said
Exactly.
Eddie's the one begging for the fight. Where y'all at?
I'll be right back, Dean. I gotta go handle something real quick.
No, go handle your business, bro. I'm still be cooking. I'll be here. Where y'all at, gang? It's crazy to me, bro, how everybody can be so loud with their chest out, stomping with the big dogs. But then when I do what I tell y'all I'm going to do, I let people talk that like to talk because you get to see how full of shit that they are. And y'all sit up there and now everybody quiet. Now it's quiet for everybody. That's a shame. That's terrible. It's crickets. It's crickets out here, man. Y'all used to be on panels deep. I'm talking about, but let Boots had came out and said that all of this stuff. Boy, they wouldn't shut up about it. Let this happen in reverse and Boots management team doing all of this and Eddie and them. Man, y'all be killing Eddie right now, dog. Y'all can't wait to kill Eddie, and I don't even like Eddie, but what I won't let y'all do is lie and act like he the reason Boots not getting fights. No, Boots ain't getting fights because niggas is some motherfucking ducks. And unless y'all tell me any other reason, I need somebody to just argue with me another reason. I'm in an argumentative state tonight. I don't care if it's anything other than these niggas scared of Boots. Let's talk about it. Tell me how it's Eddie's fault. Tell me Dean Boots should just take the 460-40. Tell me anything other than these niggas is scared. I want to talk about it. Y'all did my man dirty for like a year and some change, and then now it's crickets? It's street lights for niggas now? Huh? It's bedtime songs and books. Y'all reading books to the kids now, huh? It's Saturday. Nigga, the kids ain't sleep yet. They just about to go to sleep. Y'all around, nigga. It's cold outside. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Y'all in the crib listening in the Deem, but no, you don't want to hit this motherfucking link because you was wronger than the bitch. I know. It's okay, Otis. They did come here to see me, though, and that's fine. It's okay. Y'all was running with that for a year and a half, and then Oscar tell you, oh, yeah, Eddie Hearn and Boots is the one begging for the fight, but we don't want it. We need $10 million and a 60-40 split. We need a retirement check. We need insurance. You know, like you said, man, my man Blaze always say, man, hospital bills cost, man. I guess they do. But Virgil's a dog. Virgil might be the best at 154. Virgil, look who Virgil fight. Virgil's been taking tough fights. Dang, Virgil giving us a better fight than Lima. Where are you? Virgil fighting better than Boots giving us Lima and Virgil giving us Erickson Lubin motherfuckers at. Where y'all at? Where everybody at, man? This shit's sad out here, dog. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. It's everything else but Virgil Ortiz scared. Why I can't be that? Why I can't be because Virgil Ortiz Sr. don't want to see his son get knocked out? Why I gotta be everything else? Now they talking about money. You know that's a lie because when it first started, they said they wanted $10 million. You tried to outprice yourself from the door. Now you want us to believe that you was negotiating in good faith? The fuck out of here, dog. If that was the case, you would have never named $10 million from day one. Talk to me, people. Stay with Dean. Talk to me. If that was the case, you would have never said $10 million from the door if you really wanted to fight. Sound like a price out to me. Brian Norman Sr. quiet. Everybody quiet now. When he thought him as Devin Haney was the main event, he was loud as hell. Nigga was on Mill City every day. He was on Greg. He was on YSM Sports Media. He was on Art Man. He was on the Angry Man Sports Media show. He was on Jab Queen. He was on everybody. He was everywhere. He told Fanon to hit the link, and I'm right here, and I ain't ducking. He ain't been on Fanon channel since that day I cooked his ass. Because he know when he get back up there, I'm going to hit the link. He know when he get back up there, I'm going to hit the link. Yeah, I want to talk about it. I thought you was fully prepared, sir. Y'all let Brian Norman Sr. trash that man, and for y'all entertainment, y'all laughed and giggled at it. And then now that might be the biggest reasons we don't get the fights we want. Not only did we not get Brian Norman Jr. because niggas is scared, we also not getting Vergil And you want to know how you know niggas is scared? Because I guarantee you Brian Norman Sr. will take 1.7 million right now. I guarantee you Brian Norman Sr. will take 1.7 million to fight Boots right now. Then that's how you know it's a duck. Because if your standards is your standards, your beliefs is your beliefs. Don't lose the Devin Haney and 1.7 be cool now. Don't lose the Devin Haney and 1.7 be cool now. Thought you had to pay your management team. I thought you had taxes. You know, all of that stuff that you were saying before would still apply. Family, Mr. I don't never lie. Mr. I made over $1 million for Jensen Saki, you goddamn fibber. Can't find that nowhere. Go find me one report where they made over $1 million to fight Jensen Saki, and I'll show you a liar. Didn't you talk to that nigga Brian Norman Sr. already? Yep, I did. And he ain't been back since. Yep, I did. And he ain't been back since. Deem, show him, Deem, you was rude to him. I was rude to a liar. No, I wasn't rude to a liar. I was just trying to get y'all just was trying to show him respect because he a boxing dad. That nigga ain't nobody. He a regular man. He's a motherfucking fraud. That's what he is. And he did everything that I told y'all on Fanon Live that he would do, he did. Go ask Fanon if I'm lying. Yeah, they learned to leave Deem alone. I get it. That's okay. I appreciate y'all. Definitely leave me the fuck alone because y'all niggas don't want no smoke, man. You sat there and trashed that man for a year just to go in the high, and after you get dropped by Devin Haney, after saying that he got pillow fists and he can't do nothing with your son. And you want me to sit here and act like we supposed to forget that. Nah, I ain't gonna forget it, homie. Neither should y'all. Neither should y'all. We ain't gonna forget it, homie. Neither should y'all. Senior was talking about he gonna go over there to Art Man and he'll be right back if this fight don't turn out like that and he ain't ducking no smoke and that's all he did since. And y'all let him run with that to tear down Jaron Boots, who might be the best fighter in boxing. Y'all literally ran with that shit just for the shits and giggles, for laughs. That's the sad part about it. They sat there and ran with it just for laughs. Bernie the boxer got triggered when Bud didn't want to smoke with Boots and when he called them out about them not sending an offer regarding, like, bro, that's what I be talking about. This how you know when somebody going to duck, y'all. Leave him the fuck alone, Deem, or get cooked. Leave Deem the fuck alone or get cooked. 100%, Cello. You already know I'll be rocking. Make sure y'all hit that super chat. Make sure y'all hit that cash app. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm just telling y'all, people, they did everything that I told y'all they would do, but they claim they was real niggas. Who look like the real nigga now? Oh, now, Brian Norman Sr. found time to stop talking about Boots, huh? Now you don't want to talk about Boots no more. Shit crazy, dog. And that nigga wasn't a hater. He wasn't a hater. Y'all sit up there and say that I'm a Boots hater. Y'all say I'm a Boots hater. Nigga, you is. Because once your son lost, you don't talk about Boots no more. You don't want to talk about Boots and Virgil after you had to come out here in the mid? Yeah, it is starting to look like Vergil ducking Boots. Yeah, he said that. Brian Norman Sr. said that, people. You don't want to talk about Boots no more? I thought you was the guy that said he don't want to fight nobody. Wasn't that you that said he don't want to fight nobody? But now you got to admit it looked like Vergil ducking. Ain't that you?
Right again. I was right again and again and again and again and again. Like I told y'all, as soon as Jaron Ennis get to 154, they was going to do the same thing. Jaron Ennis is the best fighter in boxing, and until y'all can prove me different, I don't want to hear it no more. Unless you going to debate me on it. Tell me why he not. Tell me what you see from Noah Inouye and Junto Nakatani and Shakur Stevenson that you don't see with Jaron Ennis. The fuck out of here, dog. You wouldn't pick them niggas to step foot, to step near Jaron Ennis. You wouldn't even pick them niggas to step in the line. If you ain't talking about David Benavidez, Alexander Usyk, one of them, don't talk to me. And then I'm gonna ask you, when Alexander Usyk was 28 years old, do you think he was better than Jaron Ennis then? That's more of the question. That's why David Benavidez is the only one I'll even have a conversation with you about. You got to judge people off of where they was at. The fact that Jaron Ennis is even in the discussion and he's not 38, 36, 37, and all of that with the fighters that y'all say, even Noah Inouye is 32, 33 years old. Prove me wrong, because deep down inside, I think y'all believe the same thing. Deep down inside, I think y'all believe the same thing. That's the sad part, because you ain't never seen nobody get ducked the way Jaron Ennis getting ducked. Y'all ain't never seen this. Arena is in the building. How you doing, Queen? What's going on? Tez is in the building. 305 is in the building. Shout out to the U. Y'all see the U? Y'all see Miami University in the national championship? Shout out. Shout out to the U. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been a U fan since a buck. You gotta understand, when I was a buck, Miami was Miami, dog. Like, you gotta understand. When I was a buck, Miami was Miami, dog. Like, I actually got to see the '01 team. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I lived that, playing NCAA and all that. I lived that. Now they did my boy Jaron Ennis dirty. And y'all, I ain't no fake Miami fan. When I went down to Miami on my birthday a few years ago, I went to go see the Hurricanes play. I went to go see them in the Dolphin stadiums. Don't talk to me, talk to Dean Nice. Dean do cool stuff. You hear me? Talk to Dean Nice. I've actually went to go see a team that I claim I like, unlike you other guys that ain't never been to a Devin fight, a Shakur fight, nobody fight. You ain't never been nowhere. But be the main ones arguing. Y'all Rallo Green. Y'all use your mom credit card to sit up there and get a damn Devin fight. So you say, I don't even believe that. I think you fire sticked it. I think you went to your mom crib and she got the fire stick. Everybody get Granny the fire stick. Stop lying. Everybody get Granny the fire stick for her birthday or something. Nigga, who you think you talking to? Y'all Rallo Green. I ain't gonna let y'all do that to my boy no more, man. I ain't gonna let y'all keep shitting on Jaron Ennis, dog. And all we keep hearing story after story is always something when it comes to fighting boots. They can make it happen with everybody else. When it comes to Jaron Ennis, there's 1,000 fucking excuses. I want to know with Virgil Ortiz, is he taking 60-40 from Sebastian Fundora? Oops, did I say that? Let's get into it, people. Is you asking 60-40 from Earl Spence? Is you asking 60-40 from Sebastian Fundora? I wonder. Inquiring minds would like to know. I would like if somebody could ask Oscar De La Hoya that question. Y'all get in touch with De La Hoya. Since De La Hoya say it's not a duck, and he ain't ducking, and all this, that, and the third. Oh, okay. If that's the case, then that means that you should be asking for the same thing for Oscar De La Hoya, huh? We outside for the national championship at the crib, man. Y'all, listen, dog. Go ahead and live it up. Go Canes. You hear me? The U, nigga. Man, y'all can't handle Miami. We are the Bombay. How long we gonna keep letting these like? Because I said, y'all, we talk about we love boxing and this, that, and the third. Well, how can we say we love boxing, but we keep letting fighters get away with this bullshit year after year after year, not giving us what we want? How can we say we love boxing? Tell me, how can we say that?
Now don't nobody want to hit the link. Nobody want to hit the chat. Nobody want to do it no more. But y'all was loud. Y'all remember y'all was here, right? Wasn't y'all here? Don't I be telling these people that this YouTube stuff recorded? Wasn't y'all here? Where everybody at? Remember, Boots was tuned up Boots. Remember they was calling them baby shoes. Y'all remember that? Huh? Now everybody want to get quiet on Dean. Why? Because I'm right again? Huh? Where y'all at? Where all y'all Gervonta Davis was retiring people at? Remember y'all was saying Gervonta Davis was retiring and Dean told y'all Gervonta Davis not retiring and y'all kept saying Gervonta Davis retiring. Well, you know he didn't activated that account again, so y'all know how this is about to go. Right again. Yeah, Raina, where all them Gervonta Davis retiring people at? Remember Dean was telling y'all he not retiring? Y'all really think he gonna retire after that? And then, man, you out okay. Y'all keep believing Gervonta Davis stupid if you want to. He ain't stupid. Ain't nothing stupid about that boy. He like money too much. He not leaving that bread on the table. See, that's the part you underestimate about Gervonta Davis. And that's the part I got more faith in than anything. And money you have anybody you want to make believe give you the same feeling as little kids on Christmas Eve. Yeah, all right. Y'all go ahead and think you're going to drop another 100 mil. Yeah, all right. Okay, whatever. I got to see it to believe it, fam. I'm disappointed in the boxing community. I see y'all dudes out here. I want to speak on something else. Let me get to this, man. I see y'all dudes out here trying to do my dude KO, man. And it's all good. My guy Knockout, keep doing your thing, brother. You know, dudes out here putting out false narratives, lying, stuff like that. That's just what come with this shit. What I've come to realize when you speak truth. People don't want to hear truth, but they can't stand on what they say. They can't stand on what they do. They can't stand on their arguments. You dig what I'm saying? Like Bill Haney never talked to Steven Espinoza type time. You see what I'm saying? Like dudes can't even come out here and admit that type of shit. You feel me? So I'm not even surprised. I called all this shit, man. I was right about all this shit, man, because I see it. It's one thing to say you're real. It's another thing to live it and know it. I already know. I could tell dudes' character. I could tell how they carry it. It's no way that you can lie on Gervonta Davis every day and you be a real nigga. It's no way. There's no way you can lie on fighters and you a real nigga. I'm sorry. There's no way you can say you got breaking news and you ain't talked to no damn body. You's a capper, bro. I never believed Brian Norman Sr. was a real nigga. No, he ain't no real nigga. We ain't heard from this son been fighting. Why we just hearing about you now, gang? We ain't heard about you until Boots. You literally turned your back on Mill. YSM Sports Media gave you your first interviews, fam. You wasn't talking like that. You was very grateful and humble and all of that stuff when you was in Philly, dog. Let's talk facts. Y'all know Brian Norman Sr. You want to know how Brian Norman Sr. name start getting out here? Brian Norman Sr. name start getting out here from my guy Jamil over here on YSM Sports Media. That's how his name start getting out here, but dudes don't want to talk about facts. Let's talk about facts, man. You turned your whole back like the whole Philly hate you. If that was the case, you wouldn't have been coming up getting sparring. You wouldn't have been getting interviews. They wouldn't have been doing none of that. You got Mill out here interviewing Vergilortiz and Robert Garcia, but you talk about somebody hate you. And we be letting people say this. So if Mill's a hater, why is he interviewing Vergilortiz and Robert Garcia then? They saying the same stuff you saying. If he a bias ass feeling nigga. Like real rap, Ramon. Like what this like? I don't get dudes, bro. You got gripped up. You was out here talking crazy. You was out here doing this, that, and the third and all this. Like you was doing all that. We was telling you chill. And then your son lose, and now you can't take the backlash from it, talking about you need mental health days. Now you worried about your mental health. You ain't care about Bowlesy mental health. Remember when I asked him on Fanon channel, I said, bro, would you appreciate people got out here and doing this every day to your son? Remember that lying ass nigga told me he wouldn't care? Well, if you ain't caring, then why you come out here with Greg and Mill and start acting a donkey then if you wouldn't care? Come on, Senior. I thought you said you wouldn't care. I asked you, would you be okay with Bull Bosey and Boots coming out here every day talking about you and your goddamn son? He said, I wouldn't care if they was doing it. I wouldn't get in my feelings like that. I stand on what I say. Y'all remember him telling me that, y'all? Or is Dean making this up? Am I lying on a liar? Is Dean lying on a liar? Or did Brian Norman Sr. not tell me that? I got the memory of an elephant. Gap Tooth Games in the building. Just tapped in. What I missed. Peace and blessings. You missed a lot, Gap Tooth, but it's all good. Y'all remember Brian Norman Sr. telling me that if people came out here and was saying stuff against him and his son, he wouldn't care? Because I asked him that. Well, the lie detector determined that is a motherfucking lie, because as soon as Mill and them dropped the video talking about the Devin and Brian Norman Jr. fight, he get out here acting a donkey talking about he dropping addies at 50 years old. From Philly. They all way in Philly and you dropping addies. Like, really? So Greg and Mill supposed to hop on a plane. Greg and Mill supposed to. They was already in Atlanta, gang. They was there. You the one that feels some type of way. They don't feel no type of way. You feel some type of way. When you feel some type of way, it's on you to go do something. That's how I know you're not a real nigga. That's how I know you're not a real thorough dude. It's on you to go do something. You the one that want to fight. When you the one that want to fight, you supposed to go find the person you want to fight. It ain't on them to come to you after they was already down there. Like they scared to go to Atlanta or something. But you won't even go get the get back on Devin security guard who from Atlanta. Tell me how that makes sense. You got more energy for Greg and Mill than you got for Devin security guard. Somebody please tell Dame how that makes any sense. Now you taking mental health days and you found time to not talk about Boots. You know why? Didn't I tell y'all why he wouldn't talk about Boots after the Devin fight? Didn't I tell y'all that if he lost this fight, you wouldn't hear him talking about Boots no more? You know why? Because y'all remember Dean saying this. I said, because nobody would care. They wouldn't want to hear that shit no more. Remember I told you why he wouldn't talk about Boots afterwards? Because I said nobody would care. They wouldn't want to hear that shit no more. You got dropped by Devin. Devin didn't even drop Ramirez. You said your son is a way better fighter than Ramirez. We kept the files. I think from now on, I think everybody in this chat, everybody that's listening, I think y'all learned y'all lesson. Y'all gonna listen to Dean from now on, huh? Y'all gonna listen to Dean from now on, huh? Yo, Dean, them niggas scared of Boots. Virgil don't want no smoke, and we would ride again. I'm just saying, they don't want no damn smoke. And Oscar, when you let people talk that like to talk, Oscar got out here and told you the truth. Oscar told you that Eddie and them is the one begging for the fight, which would mean that they're not, which would mean that Boots and them want this fight more than Virgil and them do. And that's all I've been telling y'all since day one. Remember, but they the same people, Oscar, Virgil, and they team that was arguing the opposite for a year. They was arguing the opposite, that they really wanted to fight and Boots didn't want to fight. You see how that don't make sense? I thought y'all said Boots didn't want to fight y'all and was ducking y'all and was turning down offers, but now they desperate and they really want to fight, but you don't. After you agreed, Oscar, you forget that you on camera talking about you agree with what Eddie said. Eddie told y'all Boots already signed his part of the deal. You know that part is the truth because that's why the Zone and Virgil was beefing and his management is talking about they need more bread. They ain't taking this. But Oscar mad at the management for even talking publicly without talking to him. Like, it's a bunch of foolery. I remember Greg and Norman talking last year before they had the fight, and Greg told him, you said out your own mouth when y'all were here that you thought your son was the only a gym fighter. Damn. Robert Garcia said years ago, Virgil needed 28 to 48 months to get ready for Boots. Why is everybody surprised now? That's the part that I was surprised about, Big Coop. Virgil Ortiz had a hand excuse before they unwrapped his hands. Excuses like assholes, you can always have one. You can always have an excuse. But one thing we know that they said, Virgil Ortiz said, Boots, get your ass in here. We got to start talking about facts and things that actually happened. All we know is that Boots flew his ass from Philadelphia to San Antonio, Texas. Virgil told him, Boots, get your ass in here. Boots jumped in there and they said they wanted that fight next. And then 15 minutes later, they was talking about Earl Spence, who ain't been in the motherfucking ring for damn near 3 years. Those are facts. All we know is Robert Garcia and them was on YSM Sports Media talking about how they don't think Boots really want to fight, and they was offering them to fight and why he want to fight now and this, that, and the third. And then they promoter get out here after agreeing with Eddie months ago, gets out here and says Eddie is desperate for this fight. Boots and them is desperate for this fight. We got other options. I thought y'all said y'all was the ones that was desperate for the fight, and Jaronennis didn't want to fight. Yeah, that happened. So all y'all Boots didn't want to fight people, then y'all gotta apologize because that's not what Oscar De La Hoya said. Actually, Oscar De La Hoya said Eddie Hearn and them are desperate for the fight, and then Virgil has other options, everything but Boots. You remember when y'all used to say they say everything but let's fight? Now Virgil, who doesn't do a bigger live gate, wants 60%. Do y'all know that's not even how business works? Why should Virgil get 60%? What has Virgil done to get 60%? Boots is the unified champ. Boots is the 2-division. About to be well, he is because he got the IBO, a 2-division champ, interim champ. What has Virgil accomplished or done to get 60% when Boots is proven on paper is a bigger draw than him? He can't bring numbers to the table. They both just fought, and Boots' fight did better. And they both was in their hometowns. I want y'all to think about this. They both just had fights. Virgil had the better competition. They both was in their hometown, and Boots' fight did better. Boots sold more with Lima. Exactly. But if I'm Jaron, hey, Boots, take them up when they offer, or take them up on the deal if it's real. But I don't even think that that's real. I just think Oscar's just saying it. That's why Oscar was mad talking about negotiate. Of course, Oscar gonna put that out there. So Oscar already admitting that he hasn't talked to Eddie Hearn even about the 60%. But then it's admitted that they the ones that's desperate for the fight. So they desperate for the fight, but you going publicly talking about what you want, and instead of getting on the phone, that time it took Oscar to make a video, Oscar could have been calling Eddie Hearn. He didn't have to get on the internet and tell us that if he really, see, I'm a different content creator, fam. If Oscar De La Hoya, this is another reason how you know that they are ducking. If Oscar De La Hoya really wanted to fight, he did not have to get on Twitter or Instagram or whatever it is he got on and presented that offer. He could have called Eddie and said this. He could have called the Zone and said this. He didn't have to get on Instagram or anything and put that to the public. He don't do that for every fight that he makes. What did he just say? I just got off the phone making a Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios fight. He didn't tell us the negotiations and what the split was. What Ryan wanted, what Barrios wanted. So if you just got off the phone making a Ryan fight and a Barrios fight, why didn't you just call Eddie too? If y'all the ones that really want it. Yeah, y'all ain't think I was gonna make it come full circle like that. I know your mind, you sitting there thinking like, God damn, Dean, he really did sit up there and say he just got off the phone making Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia official. Yes, so that tells you that he did that off camera. Why is he telling you instead of calling goddamn Eddie Hearn like he don't know how to talk to Eddie Hearn? Read between the lines, people. Read between what's going on and understand game. And think about that part right there. I want you to think about that. Eddie, he didn't have to do none of that. He could have called Eddie if he really felt that deeply about it. What you saying publicly for? Didn't Devin Haney say when you hear people negotiating publicly that they don't really want to fight? Hold on. Didn't Devin Haney tell us on an interview that when you hear people negotiating publicly, they don't really want to fight because we all know how to get in contact with each other? Didn't Devin Haney say that, people? Talk to me. Didn't Devin the Dream Haney tell us when you see people publicly negotiating, they don't really want to fight because we all know how to get in contact with each other? That's what Devin the Dream Haney said. That's what Devin the Dream Haney told me. That's all I know. I ain't never negotiated a fight. All I know is Devin the Dream Haney told me that's how I work. So you just got off the phone. You know you fucked up, right? So you bought the beer at 11:59. You know you fucked up, right, Oscar? So you just got off the phone making the Mario Barrios and Ryan fight. You don't think your top priority should be to make the Boots and Virgil fight? When you got it, when you got a chance of a network dropping your promotional company, but Ryan and Mario Barrios is more important. It better not be on the DAZN. Because then we know you bullshitting. Then if Ryan and Barrios is on the DAZN, then we know you bullshitting in. It better be on PBC. It better be. Because if you just got off the phone making Ryan and Mario Barrios, that means you just got off the phone talking to the DAZN. Why you ain't tell them that? You know you done fucked up, right? You know I'm at a different level of intelligence, right? Stay with me, y'all. If you just this fight better not be on the DAZN. If you better had just got off the phone with PBC. That's who you better had just got off the phone with. Because if you just got off the phone with DAZN making this fight, then that means you was just talking to the DAZN and you could have been talking to them about what you want with the Virgil fight. You didn't have to fucking come tell us. You ain't tell us what Ryan and Mario Barrios getting and what percentage you expect out of that fight now, did you? He was okay. I'm just saying, dog, like, bro, when you let people talk, bro, you just let them talk and you can hear all the bullshit. You can hear all the lies. You can hear all the fake shit. You can hear it, bro. Like, you just got to pay attention. Now, that's something y'all probably wouldn't have paid attention to. Damn, he did say he just got off the phone. So if you just got off the phone, why the fuck is you on Instagram or on the internet telling us why you ain't still on that phone trying to make trying to make Boots and Virgil? Timmy said, Dean, you could be a lawyer, bro. I'm just saying, dog. It don't make sense. But this is why I always tell people, y'all hear me tell Joseph all the time, think before you speak. My dad was big on that. Think before you speak. Oh, the deal was bigger than the last one that they offered. You mean that, well, how was then why you ain't mad at Turkey? Because if you talking about the last two offers, wasn't that Turkey that was offering that? Oh, no. We ain't talking about the Turkey offer. We talking about, oh, you mean the one that Boots tried to send you for August? You mean the negotiation that y'all left? You mean that offer that people was trying to act like didn't exist and then y'all double back with Turkey? You mean that offer? Because why is you mad at DAZN about the last two offers if you was those last two offers was supposed to be from Turkey? So why are you mad at the DAZN? They supposed to be Riyadh season cards. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you say you bought the beer at 11:59, right? So why you ain't mad at Turkey? Because if you mad at DAZN and you was talking about another offer, oh, you was talking about the one that they sent you in August when you said your hand hurted. We all know that that's cap because there's no way. First of all, I really want to ask y'all this. This is how you know that Vergilortiz and the management is liars. I really want to ask y'all this before I get up out of here. After Vergilortiz's performance and Boots getting in the ring and all this, that, and the third, right, y'all? After all of that, right? Do you think they would really offer less money for Boots and Virgil? Let's break it down real simple, y'all. Just don't be an Earth man or Earth et. After Virgil just had that devastating knockout and Boots just had that performance and then he flew down here and they was in the ring and everybody noticed a big fight. Do y'all really fucking think they would offer Virgil Ortiz and them less money than they did before? It would be the same or more, right? Right. Huh? It'll be the same or more, correct? You don't have great performances and the money goes down. Like, your money don't go backwards in boxing, especially when you're not losing and you're having great performances. That's not how money works in boxing. That works if you keep losing. Like, Deontay Wilder is probably not getting as much as he used to. Bud Crawford continued to make more money. Bud Crawford never made less money from fight to fight. Like, in his last 8 fights, he continued to make more money. What are you talking about? Y'all be the first main event ever where both of y'all undefeated fighters and y'all making less money than y'all was making 2 fights ago. Who do you think you talking to, fam? Who do you think you talking to? Ain't nobody stupid. But people want you to be stupid. That's why people don't want to debate Dean, because they know I ain't stupid. It don't make sense. You want me to believe that the zone in them is offering you less money than they offered you before after them great performances and big enough to fight and doing all of this? You want me to believe that? That don't even make sense. It's a shame, man. I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. Y'all already know what this is, man. Dean, by any means. Make sure y'all keep y'all notifications on. Make sure y'all hype me up. Make sure y'all do all those things y'all supposed to do, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. We're going to keep dropping heat. We're going to keep talking about these topics. I'm going to keep my foot on their neck because I'm sorry. I'm going to gloat a little bit. I told y'all, man. Told y'all what the fuck going on. So don't ask me about jaronennis no more. And Dean, like, well, he got to do this and do that. He ain't nothing he can do. He can't make motherfuckers fight him, man. He can't make nobody fight him, gang. And that's just the harsh reality. They either gonna do it or they not, bro. They either gonna do it or they not. You feel me? But I holla at y'all.
Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Everybody wants you to be humble when you great. But I know what I am and I know what they ain't. It's Dean. Philly, Chester. You either gonna be a coward or live honorable. I say fuck judges, they dishonorable. When you a phenom, her head is phenomenal. This world cold, so I stay somewhere tropical. When you God's angel, shit get diabolical. Like saying I ain't one of the greatest, that's undeniable. Every beat I get on, you know I get maniacal. When you rely on them, they become unreliable. Damn, that's why jobs do 90 days. And my bars cold as an Alaskan cave. Soon as you tell Caucasians your ancestors slaves, that's when they give you praise in a higher wage. It's all a diversion to not see your worth. You keep coming in last, cause there's things that you ain't noticed first. I'm like the rent, no matter what, I'ma be the first. The devil real, I seen a junkie still ate granny purse. But God real, next day he had an overdose that made it worse. They give you presents, still your presents, gift and a curse. Most people only act godly in church. I stay grounded cause people that I love in the dirt. Got 3 daughters right now, I done gave life. Won't call you broke, I just say that you ain't saved right. Cause when you ain't fly, seem like everybody take flight. Your day ones, they a snitch on you the same night. Can't have leeches around cause they backbite. They'll get you pinched faster than a crab fight. Cause when you get a grip, you realize y'all ain't that tight. Okay, I'm sorry, young nigga, hey, that's life. Your father might not be around, it's my job to teach you. Just in case he ain't here like alopecia. My name Deem, how you doing? And it's nice to meet you. If they can, they'll cut corners like a slice of pizza. All for the cheese. Liars do shit you won't believe. That's why I feel the breeze, smoking blue cheese and Belize. I can't be fake here, so I gotta bob and weave. I learned the method, man, and I think that's all I need. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. If I get a deal, please don't be surprised. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. Best rapper alive, best rapper alive. And I learned that the only limit is the sky.